Hope the music is on. Music seems good. Stream is good. Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Acklon here, and welcome back to each one of you. And of course, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please remember to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, write some stupid shit, and also click the link in the description down below, because it's always better when it's live. 100% of the time, 50% of the time. Kinda, yeah. If that made sense to anyone, you're high as fuck. That didn't even make sense to me, and I'm the one who said it. So, if you listen to that and you're like, oh my god, this man is spitting truth bombs, you're high. You might want to check that out, unless, of course, you did that on purpose. I mean, took the drugs on purpose, in which case, good on you. Anyway, so I hope everyone is doing well. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are. And I am... What am I? I don't actually know what I am. I am... confused. No, I'm not confused. Am I confused? I don't know. CDJ, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream, bro. How's your day going? Dude, it was a rush. Like, I literally just fucking sat down. Yeah, you're first. You are the first. But it's been a rush, dude. Jace Walker, how you doing, brother? How you doing? I literally just ran in the room to come sit down to start the stream. Jesus. I thought I was going to have all this time now that the stream schedule has changed. And it turns out, no. Working harder than ever and less time than ever works. Maggie, how you doing? So yeah, it's been fuck my life, dude. Oh, and I'm tired as well. Running was not good for me right now. Not bad, your thanks. You super swipe from the gym? Oh yeah, dude. We did deadlift today. Well, I did deadlifts and lats. Everything is fucking sore, bro. Like everything. Switching between you and Asmund, best stream hours, easy. Maggie, nice. Nice. I don't know why I chose the stream time, to be honest. I'm literally competing with Asmongold and almost every other streamer on the platform, because everyone streams in this time slot. So I've literally thrown down the gauntlet and went, fuck all you big boys. I'll stream with you. Let's see how this goes. You know, at least when I was streaming at 1, like, there was very few people streaming at 1, you know? It was like Breach and Noble, and really outside of that, not many very large streamers. Surge, how you doing, brother? King Julian, how you doing? You going to finish 3.5 today, Echo? Yeah, pretty sure I will. Pretty sure I will. First we chill. Catch our breath, you know, get fucking rested, have some chai tea, because why wouldn't we? And then we play some Final Fantasy. Well, fuck you guys, I'm not going as late tonight as I did last night. Dude, I woke up so tired, you have no idea. Alright, so I have to tell you guys the story, because it's actually a fuck up. So, we finished the stream last night, what was it, 1:30, 1:45, thereabouts, that we finished the stream. So right after the stream, I'm quickly listening to all of the clips, labeling them and sending them to Alex for editing. And then it was about 2 a.m. when I sat down to finally go make some food. Well, actually got up to finally go make some food, yeah? So I get into the kitchen. I have these bacon burgers that I told you guys about, like the burger and then wrapped in bacon. So I pop that shit on the cast iron pan. I come back, sit down, you know, chill. Cast iron pan is on low, so these things will sort of render, the fat will render out and everything will be perfect. It ends up taking 45 minutes to fucking cook. Because first the bacon has to cook, and then it starts, like the heat starts working its way into the burger. So that takes 45 minutes to cook. After that, I still had a steak that had to be cooked. So I'm literally moving the bacon burgers to the side of the pan, and I just lay down the steak in the pan next to it. So now I'm cooking my steak. I only got to eat at like 3 a.m., maybe just after 3 a.m. I got to eating finally. Sat here, ate, and then I went to bed just like 3:45, 20 to 4, somewhere there. Went to bed. Couldn't fall asleep immediately. That sucked. I fell asleep at like 5 a.m. And then I woke up at 9:45. Literally on the dot, 9:45 I woke up. And I was like, well, that's not enough sleep. I am so tired right now. What the fuck? Nico Spider, how you doing? My niece says you look a bit fake today as you are big and not in the bottom left corner. I didn't get any sleep last night, Akko, because by the time your stream ended, it was morning. And it was like 8 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. Jesus. King Julian. And then, what did you do? Did you go to work afterwards? Hi, Akko, I see you changed the schedule. Too bored of you? Yeah, we had to change the schedule. Well, we didn't have to. Like, no one forced me. But we're giving this a go. This time frame, I think, makes the most sense. Stormblood hype, new waifu soon, Pog. We'll see. We'll see. If there's any sort of waifus like Hilda, I'm gonna be happy as Larry. Two hours to stream? Shit, too bored. Wait, you're in Australia? I'm finishing up 3.4 and 3.5 tonight after work. Soon. Also, please no spoilers. No, I won't spoil anything for you. I'll just say, God. Good luck. Traxiton, how you doing, brother? And then, of course, Akon. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nope, Singapore? Oh, shit. Wait, is it really? I thought Singapore would be much sort of later than me. I didn't think Singapore would be that close to my timeline, to my time zone. I guess because I always just think of like Singapore isn't like proper Asia that far away. Because I know China and that shit is probably almost morning for them. So here. Yeah, so you're about 6 hours ahead of me. Like, actually, you're literally 6 hours ahead of me. But yeah, so too bored. It just makes more sense this time. Like, the stream time makes more sense. Because at least with the stream time, a lot of NA and a lot of EU can watch. Whereas my previous one was just never going to work really. Because for the NA people, they had to wake up stupidly early to see the start of the stream. Or miss most of the stream. The EU people were still very much at work. So none of them could really watch. So it was just a weird stream time to be in. Whereas this one makes more sense, but not just from a viewer perspective. It makes my life a hell of a lot easier. So I actually recorded a brand new lore speculation video today. For those of you that love my lore speculations on the main channel, this is a nice one. Recorded a brand new lore speculation video. And then also, Zofia, thank you for the tier 2 sub. Really appreciate it. 42 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Zofia. How you doing? Good morning to you. So yeah, we recorded a brand new lore video. We recorded a new Final Fantasy video. So it's awesome to have the day free that I can work, write scripts, make videos, and then stream at night. So it just works better. At least for now. I work afterwards, Akko, because I don't work Wednesdays. And I play 9-2 literally after your stream. Oh, shit. Nice. What do you guys think of 9-2? Wait, you woke up to snow and minus 20 temps? Fuck. How was your break, by the way, Zofia? You just went on holiday, didn't you? This time helps with your lighting as well. Not so bright in the background. Yeah, it actually does. But it's only going to get dark in about 2 hours. So that's when the lighting will... So by the time we start playing Final Fantasy 14, that's when the lighting really hits mood. Lots of fun. Warm in the desert. I don't think I'd ever go to the desert on holiday. Seems like a very wasted holiday. But as long as you had fun, why not? Ugh. We have friends there. Yeah, but let your friends come to you? Like, fuck the desert. I would not go to the desert. The desert does not seem like a nice place to be. Anyways, is anyone here playing 9-2? Or is 9-2 literally not being played in this stream? Not by myself yet, using the argument I'll do it when add-ons are sorted. In my head to justify not playing so far. The Big White, how you doing, brother? Jace Walker, I get that. From what I can tell on Twitter, people are not enjoying it. At least from what I can tell on Twitter, people are not enjoying it. Krista, how you doing, brother? You like it so far? So, what I'm talking about is the people who are normally shills for the game. So people who normally defend WoW with everything in them. They're complaining that the rares are too far apart. The rares don't feel like they matter. By the time you get to a rare, it's already dead. It's, according to them, the zone itself doesn't make sense. It's way too large, and it just feels very disconnected. That's what I've seen on Twitter. I've not logged in. I've not even cared to look at anyone play 9.2. I will wait 9.2 until maybe 3 or 4 weeks in. I want to get to the point where I can basically play the full story, no time gating. That's when I'll play 9.2. Needs the same treatment that the Star Wars sequel trilogy needs. Burn it to the ground and just start over. I don't necessarily surge, like, you can't really burn Shadowlands to the ground and start over. You know, it is Star Wars. There's nothing you can do about it is Shadowlands. There's nothing you can do about it. And 9.2 looks like it solved a lot of the issues that people were complaining about. So I think actually a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun in 9.2. Expansion also come out. I don't play Destiny 2, so whether there's an expansion there or not, I genuinely don't know. When is Elden Ring? When does that launch? 25th, right? Baltazar, how you doing, bro? Good morning to you. I think it's the 25th. I don't know yet if we'll play Elden Ring on the stream. We may. Or I may play it on YouTube. Like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, thereabouts. Max level for long? It is better already for alt. I sent one of my alts full catch-up gear. Yeah, King Julian, but the only reason you can do that is because you're already well on your way. Like, you're already fully maxed out with your main. Did you ever play Ultima? I did not, Baltazar. I did not. By the time Ultima was like a really big thing, South Africa's internet would not be playing MMOs. They're going to release the lore on YouTube in parts like before, like you did with Shadowlands. The Big White, what do you mean? You mean the lore for 9.2? I mean, there's not much to speculate on depending on the depending on how depending on how it ends. That will really change the way to speculate. Because right now we've basically covered everything that there was in 9.2. We've already covered that. Like, there's not much I can say about the 9.2 stuff that I haven't already said a million times. So right now we're kind of just waiting to see how it ends, because that part wasn't available on the PTR. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the part that wasn't on the PTR and seeing how that changes things. The US internet was 33k dial-up. I don't think, Omi, we even had internet. Like, to be honest with you, South Africa got internet very late. And when we finally did get it, we had, like, 56 dial-up. We never went to ISDN. Some people had ISDN, but for the most part, no one had IDSN. Like, the vast majority of people didn't have IDSN. And then we went to ADSL. And we were on ADSL for the longest time. Like, the rest of the world was already switching to fiber. Like, some places already had full fiber, and South Africa was still 100% ADSL. It wasn't until, like, very recently, I'd say probably the last 6-7 years, that South Africa became sort of blanketed with fiber. I mean, the games then were built for dial-up. So, you know, these days you wouldn't be able to play the modern day MMOs with dial-up. Yeah, right now, you know, 9.2 is basically just an empty thing where you farm. Once played a 2D MMO with dial-up. No, my MMO's journey literally started with World of Warcraft. Like, before WoW, I didn't play any MMOs. I saw some people playing EverQuest, but I never played EverQuest. I think when Ultima launched, I might have had 13k dial-up, maybe 26k. It was a big day getting 56k dial-up. We never had, I think, 13 or 26k. By the time we had dial-up, it was 56k. That was the dial-up that you could get. At least from what I remember. Got to mention Legendary's farm yesterday. Wait, what do you mean Legendary's farm yesterday? Did you farm Legendaries yesterday? Oh, how's the new Torghast? That's actually something I am interested in. How's the new Torghast? The boss rush? So, yeah, I saw that. But that's what happens when you have so many fucking systems that they start to feed on one another, or that they start to interfere with one another. If you have that many systems, it's bound to happen, where tier slots start interfering with fucking legendary pieces, and legendary pieces start interfering with other slots. If Blizzard wants to get away from that, they're gonna have to dial down their systems. But I don't know if that's fixable. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think that's fixable. I don't know. So what does Blizzard do in this instance to basically get the expansion, like fix legendaries and tier sets crashing or interfering with one another? If you remove system, it will be empty, nothing. Not necessarily. Right now, yes, but if you design the game to not have systems, that's fine. Sketty code and force in 2 new slots for legendaries. There's no major patch coming. Shay CD, how you doing? What do you mean G's fine? Fine, I'm here. Welcome to both of you. It's good that you listened. I'm glad to know that I have authority. But no, the problem is there's no more major patches coming. So we're basically saying that for this to happen, Blizzard will need to introduce new legendary slots in the 0.5 patch, which is probably about 3 months away. By that time, it wouldn't even matter, would it? Oswin, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the funny man that Asmongold agreed with. What more honor is that? Dragon Tamer, this is true. This is very true. My one claim to fame. Asmongold agreed with me. I'm assuming you're talking about a while ago. All right, so bets. When do we learn about 10.0? Let's hear the bets come in. I think I play on EU servers. Too bored? Yeah, I think I play on EU servers. After raid. Okay. Next Gamescom. Don't think it's gonna wait. Don't think they're gonna wait till next Gamescom. Hobbsy, you bastard. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Did really appreciate that. Welcome to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I promise to use your money, not wisely. Drakids, how you doing? We go to Mythic World first. It's the next con then. It's not. I don't think it's going to be at a con. I don't think 10.0 is going to be at a con. I don't think they can wait that long. Blizzard needs to start hype right now. Depending, of course, on when 10.0 launches. But I don't think Blizzard can really wait for a con. First and foremost, most of the cons will probably, again, not happen this year. Most of them will be online to some extent. Oh, shit. Did you guys hear the fucking news about Call of Duty? Did you guys hear about Call of Duty? Because that was huge. Yeah, for the first time ever, Call of Duty is skipping a year. Hobbsy, thanks for the follow, bro. Really appreciate that. Doing it backwards, I see. First giving me your money and then following. I appreciate that. Yeah, for the first time ever. They're skipping a year. And I personally, I can't believe it took them this long to realize that this is what you will have to do. That's it, backwards. I feel good for the development team. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about the development team in this one. Because I don't know whether or not they care. Because remember, the CODs weren't all made by the same development team. 1 year, it would be one team, and then next year, it would be another team. So the different teams got 2 years to release their CODs. It's just nice to see that Activision is finally waking up and realizing it doesn't work. Yearly game releases, really, your quality suffers. You can't make a quality game if you try to push it every single year. Surge, no, I don't mean like they don't care. In other words, they don't give a fuck about the players. I don't think they care about the fact that they have to do yearly releases. Because they have 2 years to develop the game. Now, if you want to talk about them actually being creative and doing creative stuff, maybe. I don't really know. Can't really argue, because none of them have ever spoken out about the yearly releases and how much it sort of holds them back or doesn't hold them back, right? COD haven't been good since Hot Take. WW2. That was a pretty good COD. Although, I'll say the last great COD that I played, and it was only because that's when Blackout was introduced, was Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Or 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I think. Because that's when Blackout came. And Blackout was, like, one of my favorite fucking battle royales ever. I played the shit out of Blackout. I don't know why. I just love the map. I love the sort of levels and shit. The design of the map was really cool for Blackout. Danmo, how you doing, brother? Chaos, how you doing? Quality over quantity, shocking. Maybe the next COD will be some historical facts, right? I don't think they will get historical facts right, but that's because COD has never really been historically accurate. The one who's always tried to do the historic accurate thing, of course, until recently was EA with Battlefield. But no, I think, and this might be the hottest of hot takes, but I don't think we should expect a new COD anytime soon. The next COD may actually release in about, let's say, a year and a half, 2. This will be when, this will be as soon as Microsoft takes over. COD will immediately be available on the Xbox Game Pass, and then there will be a new COD released. Here's what becomes very interesting about this COD. I think this COD is going to be the last COD for at least the next 3 to 4 years. And the reason, now that they have a subscription tied to COD, they can actually focus on releasing DLCs, new content, new maps, new guns, new everything for that single COD, while taking their time to make the new COD. Because they already have the subscription. They don't have to sell copies anymore. As long as they can get people to sign up to Xbox Game Pass, that's their money. Now they can just focus on making new shit for the current COD and take their time to make the new one, which is going to be probably even better. This is one of the reasons I love the Xbox Game Pass, because I feel like the subscription on Xbox Game Pass allows for games to take their time, because you're not as pushed as you would have been if you were only banking on sales. Oh, no, I don't care. How you doing, brother? It's scary. It's pre-Microsoft build, but will be Microsoft release. It could fuck their image right off the bat. Yeah, but I think that might be why it's being delayed. Microsoft, Phil Spencer most likely told Bobby Kotick, listen, you're cunt. You're not releasing another failed fucking game right before we take over. So you delay that shit, make sure it's fucking brilliant, because when it launches, it has to be brilliant. What did you think of the Heaven's Ward video? I've eaten spoiled food that tasted better. Why would you put ketchup in your coffee? So, Jumbo, let's just run through this. You bypassed the whole, I'll take the coffee black. You just fucking straight past that one. Yeah? Even though that would have been a very viable way of drinking your fucking coffee. But no. Not you. No. You then bypass a bunch of other condiments that could probably go into coffee as well. Wouldn't be such a problem. Syrup, maple syrup, anything like that could actually have worked to sweeten it a bit. Maybe give it a different taste. No, you went straight for the ketchup. You went, you know what I have never tasted? Coffee and tomato sauce. I wonder why no one's thought of that. Maybe because it's not fucking good. Maybe that's why there is no such flavor. Have you ever walked into a shop and seen a fucking crisp packet or a chips packet that says ketchup and coffee, new flavor, exclusive? No. So why would you do this? 90% sugar? I thought I would give the coffee a fruity punch. I felt the punch all right. Oh, shit. I knew that you get this kind of perspective after your statement. I liked how you pointed out the nice changes between them, and those are still PS3 limited things. The Stormblood things get overall better. Tamari Alf, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Coffee and tomato sauce is awesome. Just Mexican food? Jesus, no. I have a worse take. I fixed coffee once, and my half-asleep ass opened the wrong container and got a big old scoop of salt because I thought it was sugar. That has happened to me as well. Although I have done that to more people than what it has happened to me. So when I was a kid, we used to have this rule in the house. If you go to make coffee for yourself, you have to make coffee for everyone else. I mean, every once in a while, you'd make everyone's coffee with salt. Just for fun. You knew. You were well aware. But you did it just so that you could see their faces as they took that first sip and realized, Jesus, this is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. Drunaman, how you doing, brother? I've never spat out coffee so hard in my life. Have you ever had mole sauce in Mexican food? What the hell is mole sauce? I can honestly say, so look, I haven't had much Mexican food in my life to begin with. So no, I can say I have not had mole sauce. Is it made out of moles? It can't be made out of moles, right? No one would eat a mole. Is there anything on a mole? Like any meat whatsoever? They're so small and shit. You're correct. You make coffee for everyone in the house. Obviously, I don't do that anymore. The rules have changed since then. Now that I'm much older and live by myself, I don't have to make coffee for everyone else. Oh, shit. Shay, what the fuck? I don't know if there's a mod in here, so I'll just quickly unban you. All right, it's been removed. Shay, if you want to send links, do so over on Discord. Don't send the links through, don't send the links on Twitch. Twitch links is only available to to subscribers. I live for myself and I make coffee for myself. Yeah, that's how it should be, Opsy. That's absolutely how it should be. So, Akko, to be fair, you sound really happy making that Heaven's Ward video. I was really happy. Heaven's Ward blew me away. Like, absolutely fucking amazing expansion. Look, Final Fantasy right now is making me happy. It might sound strange, but Final Fantasy is just absolutely making me happy right now. I have tried out Lost Ark. It's good. It's just not really my type of game. It's more the kind of game that I'll play very similar to Diablo, where maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, maybe once a month, I'll have the itch to play a little, and then I'll play it. But right now, with all the queues, I don't like the game enough to where I'm actually willing to spend that much time and effort trying to log into a game that, you know, isn't really my type of game. And it's not that I don't like ARPGs. It's just, I usually just play them for the story. You know, I don't care for the raiding and fucking hardcore grinds and shit that ARPGs have. The Vault was horrible. The Vault was absolutely horrible. I've been playing between WoWs, so it's been nice. What story? There is a story in Lost Ark. It's very, like, basic trope, like basic story trope. You know, demons bad, we fight demons, we kill demons. But that's usually all ARPG stories. Like, ARPGs don't really pride themselves on making the greatest stories in the world. So I don't expect whenever I play an ARPG to be blown away. I mean, think about think about Diablo. If you remove the outside lore, so if you remove the massive world in Diablo and you just focus on the in-game world of Diablo, Diablo is incredibly shallow. Like, it doesn't even matter. I heard that they removed a bunch of story for the Western release. Kind of sad about that, though. I don't know why you would remove story. Like, the one thing I give a fuck about you remove for your Western release. BC, that's not entirely true. In fact, I would say there's more MMOs, at least in the top 5 MMOs. There's more top 5 MMOs that care very deeply about story than there are that don't. So, for example, ESO story, absolutely insane. Final Fantasy story, absolutely insane. Star Wars The Old Republic story, absolutely insane from what I've heard. So, those are 3 of the top 5 MMOs. The only MMOs that also move into that would be World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2. And they are the only 2 that don't really care that much about story. Although I don't know if Guild Wars actually gives a fuck about their story. What's inside my fridge? Right now? Cheese pizza? Sirloin steak, brisket, and that's it. No, short rib. That's it. I was kind of pissed that they censored the shit out of Lost Ark, and I don't even swing that way. Obviously, what do you mean you don't swing that way? Do you mean that they censored the gulls there? Where am I keeping the frozen heads? I bury them. Why the fuck would I keep it in the fridge? That's the first place people will look. Actually cried 6 times, I believe. Gay as fuck. Wait, Opsy, are you angry about the male characters being censored or the female characters being censored? Which characters are censored? For Lost Ark, though. It's a both. I saw some female characters that seems to be censored. Like the boobies been hiding and shit. They're still sexy, though, in their own way. They run weird, but That's sort of like an anime run animation, so I guess for anime fans, the run doesn't bother them at all. So... What about Path of Exile 2 board? Preacher's only cried once with a video game before FF. Now FF has brought him to tears like 3 times and he hasn't started Endwalker. Well, I have... Nah, the female. And I'm gay. Keep the boobas? Ah, okay. Obviously, I understand that. Now I understand. I'm following you. Like, wow, they censor all the females now? Like, look at Jaina. If you all want to play nude games, maybe Steam isn't the best place to look. It's not that people want to play nude games. It's that people don't want to fucking deal with, people don't like censorship. But that's the West at the moment. The West is basically regressing, which is sad as fuck to see. We spoke about this yesterday with World of Warcraft's handling of female characters, just in general. But the West seems to be hypersensitive, you know. Women need to look like nuns. Because God forbid a woman dresses sexy and a man sees her and thinks, wow, she's sexy. Maybe she won't be able to handle that, you know. And so, to take care that women don't actually get offended, they have to dress like nuns. You think they would not stop to censor? I mean, getting into the censorship discussion is a whole different story. Farron, I wouldn't even say it's people that swing left. I would say it's so I like to be very careful when I say things like this, but it's people who swing far left. Because people who are just liberal, they're the ones who fought to allow women to have their boobs out and basically do whatever the fuck they want. It's only the far left right now that's going all nun and shit. You have trouble? How you doing, brother? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the Underworld get up, but give the thirsty boys what they want. It's not just thirsty boys, though, right? You have trouble? How you doing? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Everyone talks about boobs. Where is the dick talk? You want to talk about dicks? You can only talk about dicks if you have a 7-inch dick. And you have to prove it. I hate soy boys more than anything, though. The Buffer Boss, how you doing, brother? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carrington Lost Ark looks like a Giga Chad. Jesus. Everyone, DMAC, your dicks for proof. There we go, Canadian Wes. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dua came in to see you killed some stuff in FF. We'll jump into FF soon. Probably about an hour or so from now. I usually do a bit of just chatting, you know, just to catch up, just to connect. And then we jump into FF. Today we have 3.5 to finish and then Stormblood. My horse is a bigger deck. Oh, shit, Maggie. It always sucks, right? When you have that micro deck. Sad times indeed. But you know what works? Get a white string, attach it to the tip of your deck, and just let it hang, bro. Katsu, how you doing? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have done Alexander. My videos about Alexander is coming. It's already been made. It's just in editing right now. Alex, how you doing, bro? Why doesn't it surprise me that the first time chat is just as degenerate as the rest of us? Because people know what's up here. There is no good people that join this stream. It's only the degenerate fucks that's not welcome anywhere else on Twitch. They come to this channel and like, hey, look, that fat fuck is like me. An outcast. A fucking disgrace to humanity. I'll fit right in. That's just how it goes. Jays, thanks for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Really enjoy listening to your videos while I'm at work. Helps pass the time. Finally made it to stream. Bro, welcome to the stream, man. Very happy to have you here. I'm only banned from one channel, though. Fucking Leicester, kids. You're probably banned from like 99% of all channels on Twitch. Because you keep fucking asking people to send you dick pics and shit, don't you? Be honest. Even the girls, you go send dick pics? Or are you a feet woman? Are you a feet girl? Do you DM them going, show me your feet? See, I like coffee with Akalon. Your views were nice. Hopsy, very glad to have you here. And also, yeah, we basically just do the coffee with Akalon now every stream before we get into playing some games. I'm only banned from Tali's channel. Half the fucking internet is banned from Tali's channel. The others I have seen. Sejanek, how you doing, brother? Legit only won because he wouldn't 1v1 me on a PvP game. I don't 1v1 people on a PvP game either. I've been banning countless channels. I've never been banned from any channel, I think. I've been banned a bunch, like blocked a bunch on Twitter. It's a wonder I still have things on my Twitter feed. So I get blocked a lot on Twitter. But on Twitch, I mainly lurk. And if I'm not lurking, I'm just sort of partaking in the stream. I don't really cause shit for people in stream. For mine, but nobody, so who cares? Have I been banned from yours? You haven't streamed in like fucking forever. Are you even a streamer? Who even are you? Apocalypse. I mean, use Twitter, and I'm pretty sure some people blocked me anyway. Dude, Twitter is a cesspool. It is 100% the worst collection of views in the world coming together to make the world a worse fucking place. Every time I say I want to see them poop, they ban me. What's up with that? Jeez, I don't know if that's really the best way to make a fucking impression, though. You know, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that maybe asking people to poop, not the best way to make friends. I stream, just not to public. Yeah, that doesn't count on public. Even worse than Facebook, like you call me bro. I'm an old woman who like to be here. Second, then I'm very happy to have you here. I have a pretty, I mean, obviously I have far more male viewers than what I have female viewers, but we have quite a few female viewers on the channel anyways. So I'm really glad that I have a bunch of based women and men in the channel. I've been streaming a bit. My net kept crapping on me when I did. Streaming is a different game, dude. It's a different game. But it is definitely the... if you can make it on Twitch, you're fucking made, dude. 100%. You get to like 1,000 views on Twitch, like 1,000 viewers on Twitch. GG. G fucking G. Welcome to fucking money trains. That's when the money really starts coming in. And from there, basically, your YouTube will start popping off. Your, like, basically anything you fucking have will start popping off. Because Twitch is by far the hardest platform to grow on. Like, by a mile, literally without exception, Twitch is the hardest platform to grow on. You can grow pretty easy. Red Panda, you bastard. Thanks for the prime sub, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Twitch is horrible. Thundorian, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow and the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Finally, I can see you live. I always missed you, but I enjoyed your videos on YouTube about Final Fantasy XIV journey. Keep up the good work and enjoy the journey. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Raid Panda, thanks for the first time chat, man. Really appreciate that. And also the follow. No worries, mate. Big fan of YouTube content. Hey, thank you, bro. Really appreciate that. So I see we have a bunch of people here from YouTube. I'm assuming almost... Is there anyone in chat right now that discovered me on Twitch and not through YouTube? So you've never really seen YouTube out before you saw me on Twitch. I'm trying to make a point. I'm not just asking this to stroke my own cock here. I'm actually trying to make a point. You'll see in a minute. Clips of Twitch as you were offline. I checked YouTube. Thundorian, nice. I came from Twitch. Really, Goat Boy? Holy shit. Found you in the void at Twitch Sucks Balls. I discovered you through Twitch. Oh, me, really? From YouTube? YouTube and here? So, as you guys can see here, from what I can tell, yeah, in everyone that's answered, only 2 people were from Twitch. This is why Twitch is the hardest platform to grow on. Trying to grow on Twitch is nigh impossible. The secret behind Twitch growth is to literally grow on YouTube, grow on Instagram, grow on fucking wherever, and then try and convince those fucks, hey, maybe come over to Twitch. And like, you're lucky if you get, for every 100 people that you get on YouTube, you're lucky if you get 1 person that follows you on Twitch. And then for every, like, there's some mathematical equation for this, but it's sort of like for every 10 or 100 followers that you get, there's maybe 1 person that will stick around and keep watching. The vast majority of people will literally just follow and then fuck off and never watch you again. They just sort of hit the follow button because it's a button to press. Mercurial, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you.
Money. I missed the original coffee with Declan. Liked your hot takes, but do well, my man.
Bro, you fucking bitch. $71. Thank you. I am going to use that money to get myself a whore, suck my cock. That's it. I'm going to waste all your money. I live in South Africa, so $71 is going to go a long way, bro. Long way. You have no idea. That's me for the next month sorted. Really appreciate it, bro. I found you through the chill show on YouTube. Missed that show, man? Oh, the Sunday night shows are back. The buff. Just started last week. This week we have episode 2 of the Ask Akalon show, where we basically have people jump onto Discord, jump into a Discord channel with me and ask me a question or disagree and argue with me about any of my hot takes. So it's back. It's about 2 hours every Sunday, where we literally just have the viewers voice their opinions, ask their questions and shit like that. So yeah, it is 100% back every Sunday on YouTube. Cryonia, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Knock, how you doing, bro? I saw you a bit earlier. Just forgot to say hello. I'm gonna have to tune in. That's dope. I literally, the idea for that show came to me by accident. We were streaming on Twitch and someone, well, actually not just someone, it's Moni. Moni in chat said, listen, can I quickly jump into voice channel because I don't agree with you? And I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, let's have this argument. So Moni jumped into a voice channel with me on Discord. She made her case. We argued a bit back and forth. It was an absolute amazing conversation. And then I was like, wait, why am I not doing this? We should do this. Now, we thought about this about a year and a half ago, myself and the mods started thinking about doing a show like this. Our one issue with the show was, what do you do with people that come in and just yell a bunch of racist shit or some shit like that? How do you stop that from happening? And we just said, well, you vet the people before they come in. So my mods meet people in the channel. They sort of listen, what is your question? Ask you a few questions there, and then just tell me who to drag up next. And yeah, Sunday was fucking awesome. Hobbsy, the original Coffee with Akalon stuff was, oh my god, that's years ago, dude. How long have you been watching? That's years ago. Jesus, that's before I even knew how how YouTube worked. So I had this show, for those of you that are, this is like the earliest days of YouTube. Like, fuck me, blast from the past. Earliest days of YouTube, yeah? I would have this, like, just every morning. I would just jump on stream. Wing0, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. I would jump on stream, just randomly. No schedule, no fuck all. Just jump on stream, have coffee, and then discuss politics or whatever the fuck I wanted to discuss. I mean, I didn't understand back then what the YouTube algorithm wanted or how it worked. I didn't know that mixing content was a bad thing at all. I just sort of did whatever the hell I wanted, you know? I would have gaming uploads. I would have fucking political uploads. I basically just upload everything to my main channel, because who gives a fuck, right? Just upload as many things as you can. You just upload videos, right? That's all it is. I didn't think there was anyone left from those days. Marathai, how you doing? Are you gonna play Elden Ring tomorrow? Maybe. Depends. I'm really into Final Fantasy right now, so I might wait a bit with Elden Ring, but I might also just play it. Don't even know now. This is true, Alex. I am the least professional streamer and content creator on the planet. I'm just the face of the channel? Why the fuck am I working so hard? If I'm just the face, why do I not have writers that do my shit? Uh, 3.5. We'll be doing 3.5 tonight. Hopsy, Jesus, another $71. Dude, you fucking rock.
And if you still have that sort of stream, give me a message, lol.
Hopsy, first of all, thank you so much for the money. That's me 2 months. Guaranteed hookers and fucking blow. Really appreciate that. More importantly, we're thinking about bringing something like that back for patrons. So I'm not yet sure how the current stream schedule is going to work. Lecter, how you doing, brother? Ned the Ninja, how you doing, brother? I'm not yet sure how many days I'm going to be streaming on the current stream schedule. Whether it's going to be Tuesdays to Fridays or Tuesdays to Saturdays, I haven't decided this yet. We'll see. If it is Tuesdays to Saturdays, then Mondays will be when this happens. If it's Tuesday to Fridays, then Saturday is when this will happen. But it's basically going to be like an hour of Patreon live stream, like a Patreon YouTube channel member, and probably a Twitch sub. Yeah, I'm probably going to include the Twitch subs in this as well. So if you're a Twitch sub, you should know this already, but you have your own dedicated rank, role, and channel on Discord. So if your Discord is connected to Twitch and you join the Discord, you have access to your own channel there. Now, in there, I will basically let people know, hey, guys, I'm going live for an exclusive coffee with Akalon. Just like an hour hanging out with Twitch subs, YouTube channel members, and patrons. And yeah, that's gonna be the new coffee with Akalon stuff. Then we're thinking about, so I'm sort of letting you guys into stuff that we're only thinking about right now, so please don't fucking, don't hold me to this. Good to know, I just Twitch primed, that counts, right? Yeah, of course. If you're a Twitch sub, you're a Twitch sub and you get access to it. It is completely run by the bot, so if you do link up your Twitch and your Discord, it can take a few hours to actually give you the rank. Don't DM us, because we can't actually give that rank. If we try to, Discord will just remove the rank. Because according to Discord, you're not a Twitch sub. So you have to wait for Discord to verify that you are a Twitch sub, and then you'll automatically get the rank of Twitch sub. Amon, how you doing? Good wishes and nice travel to the Storm of Blood. I'm looking forward to it tonight. But yeah, so we're going to be doing... I'm thinking about doing... something for Discord. I haven't decided exactly yet what I want to do for Discord, but maybe like a Monday night stream, Discord stream specifically. So I have the patron stuff covered, but the Discord stuff, I'm thinking about doing a watch party, maybe every Monday night on Discord, where Discord decides what we watch, and then we watch that. So Discord gets the full decision on what we're going to be watching, and then we watch that together on a Monday night. If it's a series, we watch a series. If it's a movie, we watch the movie. But that sort of stuff that I'm planning at the moment. Noble Wolf, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you go to connections. If you're in settings, just go to connections. It'll be there. No, it's basically going to be... yeah, if you want to force me to watch anime, you can force me to watch anime through the watch party. Ferian, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bruh, you can't sit through a 20-minute episode? How are you gonna watch Party with Twitch? It's not with Twitch, it's with Discord. And if I have to, I will. I sit through fucking 6, 7, 8 hours of stream. I can do it if I have to, but if I'm free, then I won't. But if I have to, I will. It really depends on what I'm forced to do and what I'm not forced to do. But yeah, ultimately, this is sort of the plan right now. Hopefully, more time frees itself up so I can do even more stuff. Unless all the anime. Can we just have a rule on the watch party that says that if we watch an anime one week, we cannot watch another anime the next? So people have to actually suggest fucking different things. I don't like anime. So I don't want to sit there every Monday and force myself to watch fucking anime. No silly rules like that. Jesus. I hate you. All of you. Fuck yourselves. I don't want to watch anime, guys. I hate anime. I don't think there's a single anime that I'll enjoy. Actually, I'm lying. I did enjoy Arcane. Arcane was fucking phenomenal. But I don't think Arcane is really an anime. Every story has a build-up phase, so one understands what is to come. You don't need to force yourself. Noble Wolf, for the watch party, I will have to. Akalon's opinion on anime. Now that's got a sub. Jace, hey, I'm going to take your money if you want to give it. I promise you I'm not even going to feel bad for taking your money. But no, when it comes to work, you kind of have to force yourself, you know? This is a job ultimately. But I'll enjoy it just because I can shit on the anime of choice. Dude, Jace, thank you so much for the tier 1 prime sub. For the tier 1 sub, actually. Really appreciate that. Welcome officially to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, people, who here? Let's make Akalon watch anime every week. I see, I like anime, but when someone is forced to do it, I don't know. I don't like... It's not just anime, to be clear. I don't actually like animation shows. I prefer like real life people, real life actors playing the roles. I'm not big on animation shit. Like to do the about what I think about ARR storytelling. Oh, Amon, I see what you mean. The manga is for... Oh my god, is this chat starting to fucking argue about what anime is better? What have I done? Oh my god. Are we seriously gonna have this fucking argument right now? Like, what anime is better? Because that's not an argument I can partake in at all. Like, seriously, not at all. You guys are free to have that fucking argument, but I genuinely can't partake in it. I have nothing to say. Or in fact, for the first time chat, dude, really appreciate that. You started an anime war. Did I, though? What did I say? I told you, Pandora's Box. As if I joined to this. What have I done? Fairy Star, how you doing? Aho, Master Montoya, S tier. Kids, she is not S tier. It is the same about debates as if the book or the adaptation is better. So in other words, wait a second. So people get really into anime to the point where you guys will actually fight with one another over which is best. All right, I'm going to do a little experiment for myself. Everyone write your favorite anime in chat now. Georgie, how you doing, bro? I want to see if there's any sort of overlap. All right, a lot of Dragon Ball here. Death Note, ReZero. Beck, Hitman Samurai, thanks for the first time chatting. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sleeper, thank you for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rack, thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Made in Abyss. Jesus, everyone has, like, there's a couple that repeat. But there seems to be, like, everyone seems to have their own thing. A man of culture, I see. Oh my god. I have to pick just one. Then Gintama, Helsing Ultimate. This is hard. Depends on the state of mind. The Ancient Magus Bride I found interesting. Depends on the state of mind. Right now, 86. There are shit tons of genres. Helsing Ultimate, abridged. Attack on Titan. Oh my god. Is there really that many types of anime? Oh my god, you guys are weird. I'm gonna assume... Tweet that shit? Alright. What did I say? The manga is for... Oh my god, is this chat starting to fucking argue about what anime is better? This is you that I'm complaining about, chat. This is you. This is all your fucking fault. Are we seriously gonna have this fucking argument right now? Like, what anime is better? Because that's not an argument I can partake in at all. Like, seriously, not
Yeah,
at
I'll
all.
tweet that shit.
Let's tweet that out, and let's do it on Reddit as well. Let's do a bit of subredditing here. What have I done? Oh, I have to show you guys this. Dude, I'm so fucking proud of myself. Are we seriously gonna have this fucking argument right now? Like, what anime is better? Because that's not an argument I... Stop talking, Akalon. I'm busy. Can you not see that? I'm so proud of myself. So I made a TikTok the other day because me and Alex were talking about it and we thought, fuck it, let's give it a go. Let's see how it works. Look at that. My first ever TikTok video. 1,647 views, bro. 1,647 views. First ever. It was zero effort. Like, I did zero effort. I literally typed in a fucking sentence. I threw some tags at it. And I was done. Just uploaded it and bam. 1,600. Easy life. Jesus. What the... Dude, you just fucking gave like $200 of donations and now 50 subs? Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some hearts in fucking chat. Hobbsy is popping off. 50 gifted subs, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy crap. Hearts in chat right now, you bastards. Right fucking now. Dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that one. Jesus, 50 fucking gifted subs. That is so much money. Dude, that's so much money. Whew. That is so much money. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take all your money and I'm going to spend it on nothing good. I promise you that. Like, nothing fucking good. Making more TikTok videos. Alex, though, my editor, wants me to do the TikTok dance. He literally said he's going to keep fucking going until I do one of the TikTok dances. The Buffer Boss, as I have always said, and I'll actually do... Let's do this. I think that's the right one. Yes. I appreciate donations. I appreciate subs. I love that. But if you can't do it, do not fucking push yourself. I am happy to just have here to hang out. If you can, if you want to help out the channel a bit, clip some shit. If there's something funny that happens, clip it, and share it over on the subreddit. You know, literally just do a quick share on the subreddit so we can fucking get the subreddit going. And that's all I ask for. Like, legit, that's all I ask for. Iron Wombat, thanks for the Prime sub, really appreciate that. 11 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still fucking blown away. 50 gifted subs. That is so much money. Holy Christ. Dude, I really appreciate that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. If you broke like me and still want to support, jump on the Discord, jump into the Reddit, sign up to his vomits TikTok. I don't know if people need to sign up to my TikTok. It's low effort, guys. It is fucking low effort. Let's see. Can't remember what these videos are about. How do I unmute this? Alex, why would you do this?
What am I missing?
Why do I sound like I'm
What's
having
this?
sex?
You have a skill
I didn't even listen to this. What the fuck is this, Alex?
What am I missing?
Wow.
What's this?
Alex, trolled by my fucking editor.
Look at this.
Holy
file.
shit.
Starting a to-go took to floss for the 12-year-old viewers.
Apocalypse, really appreciate the 100 bits. Did really appreciate it. And also, fuck you. What is
They
this
don't
one?
care. The only people that care are people on Twitter that want brownie points and they want the clout from complaining, so that the Twitter mob can go, oh my god, yes, we need to make the games into nuns. Why do we have such an issue with women hiding their bodies? Why? I thought we lived in the year 2022. But for some reason, some people want to take us back to the years 1600, where women would have been slaughtered if they looked like this. She looks sexy. She can fucking fight. Why is this an
There's
issue?
people and I'm game.
It's so
Coffee Minus, how you doing,
annoying,
brother?
dude.
Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that.
Most normal women that I know have slut mugs.
This one isn't as good. We should make them shorter or less serious. Actually, fuck it. Just keep going. You never know. I might hit the political TikTok. You know, that's going to blow up as well. I might become all political and shit. Who knows? It could happen. It could fucking happen. You know? No, I'm not doing a fucking OnlyFans. Obzi, I'm going to be honest with you. The majority of gay men that I know, and also gay women or lesbian, I don't know what the right, like, what do lesbians prefer, lesbian or gay? I don't know. But the vast majority of people that I meet that live alternative lifestyles, although these days is it really that alternative, do not give a fuck about these things. Like, they don't care. They just live their lives. They want to have fun. They want to be like everyone else. Just, you know, do whatever the fuck. They like sex the same as everyone else. They like food the same as everyone else. They like breathing the same as everyone else. You know, they like not being assaulted the same as everyone else. So at the end of the day, as long as those things are there, they don't give a fuck. The only people that I ever see giving a fuck about things like this are the people on Twitter. And more often than not, what is funny to me is that it would be the straight people on Twitter that speak on behalf of the gay people on Twitter about all the things that the gay people should be outraged by. I kid you not. The other day, I actually saw a white guy explaining to a black guy why the black guy should be offended by something. So there was something happened. I can't fucking remember. Something happened, and the black guy was like, this doesn't fucking matter. Who cares about this? It's not offensive. And then a white guy started explaining to the fucking black guy why the black guy should be offended by this. And I thought to myself, well, that's a nice way of being just a little racist, right? Because you're basically going, no. You don't seem to understand. You're not smart enough. Let me explain to you why this should offend you. It's like, Jesus. How about you let the guy decide who's literally the fucking guy who should, if anyone's going to be offended by this, he's the guy that's going to be offended by this. Let him decide, you know? And if he says this is not that offensive, maybe you're wrong. Maybe the rest of us are fucking normal and you're wrong. I'm explaining it to you now. Exactly, Noble Wolf. That's exactly what it is. It's insane to me. That's your white man on the far left for you. Twitter peoples are not the same. No, Twitter people are not the same. It's surreal. But if I can't become offended for someone else or complain on Twitter, what the fuck am I supposed to do all day? I don't know, be normal like the rest of us? It really is. It's middle-class people that go to university, bro. They are the problem. Like, seriously, they are the fucking problem. Holy crap, Hobbsy, what the fuck, dude? You've given enough. You've given enough. 20 more gifted subs. Jesus, fuck. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. All right, hearts in chat. Hearts in chat. Hobbsy is just blowing this shit up. I actually do think this is the largest level 5 hype train we've ever had in our lives. I think the previous high was something like 600%. This is 927% fucking hype train. That is real. I really appreciate this, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am rich now, boys. What are we buying? What are we buying? I'm rich as fuck. They're not real people. I agree with that 100%. Pancakes. What pancakes are we buying? Your editing PC, illegal. Alex, no, I've actually, like, if our plan works out, so Alex, I've been thinking about this. No, I'm not buying anything for myself right now. If I am buying anything, Mascot, how you doing, bro? If I am buying anything, it's Alex's fucking PC. But I've actually been thinking about that, like revising our strategy a little bit, Alex. So before we get an editor that can make clickbait. So by the way, if any of you know anyone that can fucking do this, that will be a great help. We need someone that can do clickbait thumbs, and we need someone that can do clickbait titles. If you know anyone like this, give us a shout. We've got you, bro. Give this man a sub. Hobbsy, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Buy a body pillow of your Stola for the filthy weeb you will become. Dude, I'm all for your Stola, but I don't want a Yestola body pillow. You give me a Manphilia body pillow, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Or a Hilda one. Hilda. Fuck. So editing PC first, then thumbnail god. You lost your train of thought. Yes, I'm thinking if YouTube does well, if YouTube starts popping off the way that we hope it will, then we should be able to buy you an editing PC within the next 2-3 months, which should already make life a hell of a lot easier. Apocalypse, have you never seen a goal in a video game that makes you go, fuck, I wish I lived in that video game? Has that never happened to you? Cloud, holy shit, thank you for the gifted sub, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fucking hell, giving some love to the editor. Grim Hollow, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nako, because he's a normal person. Fuck off, King Julian. Every single person have seen a character in a video game, looked at that character and said, I wish I lived in that video game. My first time, I remember the very first time this happened to me. Like, the very first time this happened to me was Mass Effect. And it was, what's her name again? God, what's the goal? What's the goal's name again? On Mass Effect. Dude, she was so hot I wanted to start crying. Miranda, that's the one. Miranda, oh my god, I wanted to start fucking crying, dude. Miranda was so hot. Jesus, Hobbsy. Alright, I don't know what to say now. Like, I don't know what to say. 20 more gifted subs. Bro, you realize you're like almost at 100 gifted subs, right? This is surreal. This is fucking surreal. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I never know what to say. Like, after a while, it's like, how do you thank someone for being so fucking generous? That it doesn't just sound like you're saying the same thing over and over again. Really fucking love you, bro. Thank you so much for that. What in the heck? I just came in and I got gifted a sub. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Welcome, German scumbag. How you doing, Digit? What a Chad. Absolute fucking giga Chad. Hobbsy. At this rate, we're going to have to make an emote for Hobbsy. Don't thank me. Just keep saying what you're saying. Hobbsy, I still appreciate it, bro. And of course I'm going to thank you. You're taking your fucking money and giving it to me. There's no way that doesn't deserve thanks. Just messing with you, Akko. I imagine being in the world of the game or show of a super hot character. So yeah, I'm lying. I just wanted to mess with you. I know, King Julian. I know. Digit, are you saying that you're not a German scumbag? Are you now pretending to be one of the good Germans? Because I don't think that's true. I have it on good authority. The German people called me and they said we would fucking love if Digit could fuck the hell off. He is a disgrace to the German people. But I'll take the Giga Chat emote. Bro, we can work on that. If you want, we'll give you an emote. We have a resident emote maker that would be on that shit immediately. Can we get I like Digit. He always takes time to say hi to me personally. He is a nice guy. We need to get Furorious to make us a Hopsy emote. A Giga Chat Hopsy emote. Let me quickly DM him. It's gonna take a while. I don't even know where the fuck he is right now. Here we go. All right, there we go. I DM'd him. So he's going to get on that. Giga Chat with Aussie avatar? Yeah, that's just an upside down one. Although I've never understood why Australia is down under. Upside down, but South Africa isn't. Because South Africa and Australia is pretty much like on the same line. The good Germans, Jesus. I didn't look. I wasn't referring to some man that lived in the fucking 1940s when I said Digit is a scumbag German. It just means he's one of those that Germany would like to get rid of. Oh, he's just built different. You guys aren't fucking built different. You forget. We play rugby against you. Look, I'm South African. If there's like, we may not have much to do with the rest of the world, but we are very, very well acquainted with Australia and New Zealand here in South Africa. We play rugby against you. We hate you with a burning passion. I was basically brought up to know three things. This is how every South African child is brought up. You love the Bulls. That's if you live where I live, right? You love the Blue Bulls. You love the Springboks. And you hate Australia. That's sort of the rule for South African kids. Hobbsy, what the fuck, dude? Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. All right, guys. I need the biggest heart spam you've ever done in your lives. And I mean, I want minimum 5 hearts from every single person. Minimum 5 hearts from every single person. Let's see how much we can string together on this shit. Yeah, Hobbs is really fucking making it rain right now. I want the whole chat to just be filled up with hearts, basically. This is what I want to see. Just hearts, as many hearts as you can fucking go. There we go. Fucking love you guys. And also, Hobbsy, thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate the gifted subs, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Russia is the country to hate. We don't hate we don't hate the Russians in South Africa. We don't play rugby against them. Look, South Africans are very specific. And it's not that they hate Australians, it's that they hate the Wallabies. That's really what it boils down to. They don't mind the Australian people, they hate the Wallabies. You, Springbok sick rugby? I don't follow rugby anymore, Hobbsy, but I used to. I was born to fucking, I was born into a rugby family. So it sort of just, it had to be done. My poor ape brain, not working good for chat emotes? Man, how can you struggle to make hearts in chat? That doesn't even make sense. Making hearts in chat is like literally the easiest thing you can do in chat. OnlyFans video of Akko and Hobbsy playing rugby when?
OnlyFans video of Akko and Hobbsy playing rugby when?
Wait a second. Now I'm not just making... let me be clear. I'm not just making an OnlyFans. I'm now making a gay OnlyFans. I thought I was straight. If you guys want me to make a gay OnlyFans, the number of fucking subs is going way up. And when I say way up, I mean like 1 million subs. No hate against the gay main, but I have to be honest. I don't think that would go off well. I don't think it would go over well. Jackson, how you doing, brother? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Twitter will explain you everything. True. I'm not gay, but if you do, I'll pay. Mr. Warren, you're clearly bi, so chat can have you be gay or straight as it suits us. I'm clearly bi? How the hell does that work? Since when are you straight? Dude. Wait, so because I like females in video games, that makes me bi or gay IRL? We can ask Hobbsy. Hobbsy, you're a gay man. Do you like females in video games? I mean, do you like females in video games? Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I don't think I could do it. I genuinely don't think I could do it. There would be a lot of throwing up and a lot of crying, and actually a lot of crying that would be going on that OnlyFans. It would literally be a comedy skit. No, fuck that shit, but leave them unclothed? Yeah, of course. Everyone likes sexy characters. The only thing we need is more male sexy characters as well. You need your male sexy characters, you need your female sexy characters, because that sort of takes care of everyone. Everyone gets some eye candy. Everyone gets to enjoy their video games. Too many games where sexy women are in? I wouldn't say there's too many. I mean, the market caters for what the market is, right? The vast majority of video gamers are men. If you remove mobile games, the vast majority of video gamers are men. So games that have pretty girls on them tend to sell very well. Now, the truth is that a lot of those games will also have sexy men in the game as well. And I do think we're getting closer and closer to a point where we'll soon have women and men 50-50 in PC video gaming, PC and console. And at that point, we will probably start seeing a lot more sexy men and sexy women in video games. My character is fucking fantastic in Final Fantasy XIV. I agree. I like attractive women. I'm a monster, I know. Cloud, go onto Twitter and immediately apologize. And I mean unequivocally apologize for the fact that you are a fucking misogynist pig. How dare you like attractive women? How dare you, sir? You know what? I'm offended by that fucking statement. Jesus. Dude, that is the most disgusting. You like attractive women? How dare you objectify them? Women aren't attractive. Well, and I'm interested in men. Obviously, my brother is gay, right? And he... this made me laugh, actually. The other day, he tells me... He thinks he could go straight. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, no, I think if Meryl Streep wanted to marry me, I'd go straight for Meryl Streep. I'm like, bro, she's old as fuck. And he's like, she's hot as shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You are absolutely gay. Like, no straight man would say that. Not at our current age. But then people on Twitter can be misogynistic too. Wasn't it someone on Twitter twice now who called Aloy from Horizon ugly, has a beard, etc.? Is it Fairy Star? I don't even know. Gregorian, how you doing, brother? The hot ones with the hot ones. Truth. I don't like attractive women, but my peepee does. Also sexist. Sure, I'm Matoya. I'm surprised you aren't into Second Life with how much you love pixel pussy. Get to participate in Manfilio Rule 34. Dude, I don't participate in the ERP side of video games. Matoya is not hot as fuck. I hate that fucking people keep saying that. I hate that people keep saying that because every single time you say Matoya is hot as fuck, I picture Matoya and then I throw up a little. Clean, how you doing? But no, I think on a... So if we're being honest, on a very honest level, there's an obvious reason why sexy female characters work in video games, like I already explained. A lot of men play video games, and obviously most men, the majority of men, like women. I believe the gay population sits at like 9% of the human population. So it's a fair bet that you're going to get away with that, right? You're going to be able to do it. And then, of course, for the gay guys out there, Witcher 3 exists. Well, actually, Witcher 1, 2, and 3 exists. Mass Effect, you can be either male or female. So I think most games actually cater for either or. There's no real, like... Actually, yeah, most games actually do cater for either or. But I guess if we want to be consistent, if we want to be honest, yes, the current trope in video games is absolutely that most female characters are hypersexualized. For a reason. It sells. It makes actual fucking money. The funny thing is, and I realize that Twitter will have a fucking meltdown if I say this, but most normal women don't care. Because most normal women wouldn't mind being that sexy. They like expressing their own sexuality. And if they get to do that, why the fuck wouldn't they? It's only really the crazy people that think that women don't want that. I'll ask a genuine question in chat right now to all of the girls. All of the girls specifically. If you're out, yeah, with a group of your friends, and a man comes up to you, and I'm not talking about the catcalling thing, because that is just... It's the kind of thing that you don't expect from any civilized person. I've actually never met anyone who has done a catcall, so I don't think I would be friends with someone like that, because it is just classless. But I'm talking about someone walks up to you and they go, wow, you look amazing. Is that offensive to any of the girls in chat? Like, do you find that genuinely fucking offensive? Do I have to be the only gay man in the world who protests for the sexy female tune? Obviously, you are not the only gay man to do that. I know a lot of gay people that love that. Moonan, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Brother Alf, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't if it ever happened. Not offensive. Nope, nope. There you go. The vast majority of women will find that shit extremely flattering. We could ask the same for guys. Guys, do you like when a lady walks up to you and tells you look hot? Or most ladies won't walk up to you and tell you you're hot, but a lot of ladies will look at you and you'll know she thinks you're hot? Of course you love it. It's the human condition. And if you go out, you make yourself look nice because, you know, you want to look nice. You know, you want someone to notice you. If you have a partner, Kirby, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Did really appreciate that. Welcome to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is very much appreciated. But you dress yourself up because you want to look good. If you have a husband or a wife, you want to look good for your partner. If you're single, you want to look good for any potential partner that you might run into eventually. Yeah? We humans are a social species. We're a social creature. We don't do anything just for us. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Everything we do is for someone. Even if you're doing it because you want to feel good about yourself, you still want to feel good about yourself because that gives you the confidence to go out and face other people. So even that is really for other people. You're still not really doing it for yourself. You are doing it for other people. That's what humans are. The problem with all these fucking crazy people on Twitter is they keep wanting to change. And I actually feel the sorriest for women in this regard because they're trying to change what fundamentally makes a woman by telling women that being who they are is wrong and that they should all be man-hating, screeching fucking harpies that just screams at men all the time. Now, genuine question, once again, to the ladies. Maria the Pigeon, how you doing? Do you think that the vast majority of men out there want a girl, a wife, a girlfriend, a partner that consistently tells him how horrible and bad men are? Do you think that's an attractive quality for a man in a woman? Aliana, how you doing? Clean, no. You're not supposed to scream at men. Unless it's the other kind of screaming, in which case, yes, you should. Absolutely. Person? What? Never? It's like, how aren't you allowed to like pink? It's too girly. The thing is, you're going to be single for a very long time if your approach to life is men is the enemy. No one here is denying that there aren't bad men. Of course there is. There are horrible men. There are sexist things that happen. Of course there is. But that's life. The vast majority of people, however, aren't sexist, aren't bad. They're very good people that's going to treat you very nicely, and that is going to give you a compliment every once in a while, sometimes just by looking at you. Because sometimes you're just too fucking afraid. There was a girl today in the gym. What's that? Dude. Oh, very hot girl. Very hot girl. And I just couldn't get I just couldn't get the confidence to go up to her and say, hey, you look good. I couldn't get the confidence up. It just would not come. I was like, yeah, okay, that's not going to work. Let's just leave this. Let's just exercise. But sometimes it does happen. She wasn't exercising, just FYI, for those of you that I don't ever go up to a girl and bother her while she's exercising because I don't want people bothering me while I'm exercising. She was basically just sitting at the sort of like coffee shop in the gym. She was just sort of chilling there. And I just couldn't. I was just like, oh, yeah, no, never mind. Fuck it. Leave it. The confidence is not there right now. But when it comes to video games specifically, it feels like it's even worse for women there. Because for some reason, you're not allowed to have any woman that even look slightly hot in video games without, you know, like Sarkeesian jumping on the fucking bandwagon and telling everyone how sexist this game is. Luthien, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I feel sorry for girls. Because it feels to me as if, holy shit, Kirby, you motherfucker. Thank you so much for 20 gifted subs. Jesus. Did everyone get rich suddenly? Dude, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the first time chat as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother. Seems like everyone got money except for me. Like, what the fuck? Well, I'm getting money now, so this is great. But seems like earlier today, everyone got rich except for me. I'm getting rich now. Oh, shit. Here we go, boys. Ferrari soon. Soon I'm going to be driving a Ferrari, big house. I'm going to be too good for all of you. What do you say? Fate Tax, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tax season. That makes sense. I don't have money. I spend it all on my guinea pigs. Oh, shit. You must have money? I don't know. Is there still stimulus checks in the US? I don't know. But anyway, so the point that I was trying to make in a sort of very roundabout way. So men are told consistently that we're horrible, disgusting pigs. Yeah? And I feel like outside of that, we can sort of do whatever the fuck we want. We just avoid the people, you know, who say shit like that. But I find, at least from my vantage point, from what I've been able to see, women have it much worse. Because it seems like there's policing on literally every single thing that you're allowed to do. If a girl likes anything that isn't sort of pre-approved by the fucking crazy people, she's gonna get shit for that. Like, go on Twitter right now and say that I want to be a housewife one day. You know, I want my husband to work. I want to be a housewife. I want to raise my children. Go on Twitter and say that. I fucking dare you. Duchess, how you doing? Sexualization is fine, but there's needs to be choice in character creation. Not everyone wants their character to be hypersexualized. There should be room to choose. Marilla, absolutely agree with you. I also don't like it when it's just shoved down everyone's throat. I think if you want to look more modest, more, you know, sort of the old school elegant classy thing, you should be able to do that. If you want to be the absolute slut of the game, you should be able to do that as well. So I'm 100% with you there. Choice is extremely important, but I don't like this whole, you know, the sexualization of women is horrible and bad. It's like, fuck off. Why can women not decide for themselves? Actually, you know what pisses me off more than that? Smoldering, how you doing? Sorry, I'll be done ranting soon, I fucking promise. But you wanna know what pisses me off more than that? Why is it, and I'm asking this for everyone in chat, why do some people think they have the right to speak for all people? I've never understood this. Like, you'll get some gay guy that suddenly has an opinion about something, and now he speaks for all gay people. Some woman will have an opinion about something, and suddenly she speaks for all women. Some black guy, some white guy, name the color or the creed of the person, and they will believe that they have the right to now speak to everyone. And they speak for everyone, and everyone must listen to them because they alone know what the fuck is up. Leovana, thank you so much for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the question. Cannot be answered. It drives me fucking nuts. It drives me nuts. I already told you guys how I feel about the white fucks that think that they can speak for the minorities. Like, there's nothing that pisses me off more, dude, than when I see this whiter than snow guy. Like, the guy looks like me. He's fucking white. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, you could not get more white. Proper fucking plain white boy. Yeah? And then he speaks for black people. You know, he decides what is offensive to black people. He decides what you can and can't say. Because if you say something that might be a little offensive, all the black people are going to melt. And so, no, they won't. They're stronger than you think, bro. And also, they can speak for themselves. Hey, I'm pretty sure what you're doing is actually far more condescending and offensive than what I could have ever said. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. No one asked you. It drives me nuts, dude. It drives me fucking nuts when I see that. It's so annoying. As a black person, people get more offended on my part than I get offended over the situation. Jay, that's exactly it. Like, allow every single person to speak for themselves if they don't like something. Don't speak for everyone. Don't get offended on behalf of everyone. If you want to get offended by something, that's fine. Get offended, you know, knock yourselves fucking out. But don't pretend like you're the voice of the whole people out there, you know? It's annoying. As a mixed person, I often offend myself on a daily basis. You see, I don't really get offended by anything ever. But I also don't pretend to speak for everyone. You know, I am genuinely your average fucking white boy. Like, I am ignorant. I don't know much about cultures around the world. I just like what I like. Not very open-minded. That's me. If you wear sexy stuff, you're a slut. If you wear too much, you're prude. If you want a career, you're a bad woman who doesn't contribute to society with children. If you want children, you don't contribute to society in an economic way. If you have one child, it's not enough. If you have three, you want to live on the government's money. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, girls really have to jump through a lot of hoops. Hobbsy, by the way, you asked a question earlier, but I was in the middle of the zone of ranting, so I sort of missed it. If you want to ask that again. Yeah, I don't know. It just pisses me off, dude, because I personally think that every single person can speak for themselves. Like, you shouldn't go out of your way to offend people. That should also be said. Like, I don't like people offending people just for the sake of offending people. But then at the same time, if you're ever going to be able to think, you're probably going to offend people, you know? But if anyone hates on me because I'm white, I'm not allowed to get offended according to those same people. Yeah, I don't really think... I'm probably one of those weird white people that really don't care. If you want to have a rant, in for it, bro. Happy to hear that. So there's this song right now. There's this court case right now, yeah? One of the major political parties, their leader, sang a song in South Africa. He's in court right now for hate speech. He sang this song. The song basically says, kill the Boer, kill the farmer, which effectively means kill white people. Because those are two words that is used to describe white people. So he's singing this song. It's sort of like an old school war song that they sing. Kill the Boer, kill the farmer. And everyone is fucking offended, dude. Like, every single person is losing their minds. It's like all over WhatsApp. Everyone's sending messages about how the race wars are coming and bullshit. And I'm over here and I'm just sort of like going, so? I don't find it that offensive. Like, sing the song if you fucking want. Like, if you start killing white people, that's a whole different fucking story, you know? Then maybe we'll have a bit of a problem. But you singing the song, I don't really, like, yeah, I think you should have the right to sing that song. I think you should have the right to be racist. It doesn't stop the fact that you're fucking stupid, right? You are stupid if you're racist, just FYI. If there's anyone in this chat that's sort of thinking to themselves, hey, I'm a bit racist, you're a moron. You are a fucking moron, FYI. But we can have that discussion a little bit later. But I think you should have the right to be racist if you want to. Everyone is allowed to be stupid. Just look at Twitter. I'm half Cherokee and half white. I am just white. Right? I'm in for the Rakalon. You come at me, bro. Easy. Didn't Mandela used to sing similar songs? Yeah, it was their war songs, Chaos. Taco, are you saying because I am a bit racist to black people, I'm a moron? Yes. I'm not racist. I treat everyone the same, like they're a dumbass. That's usually how it should be, Drakids. Goddamn right. I have a right to be racist. What is this Lalafal and gnome love nonsense? Hate them. This is the only type of racism that I will allow in this chat. If you're racist towards potato people in Final Fantasy or gnomes in World of Warcraft, I'll allow it. Because I think we can all agree they don't deserve to live. If you see a Lalafal, kill the Lalafal. I wonder how many fucking Final Fantasy and WoW players have I just pissed off. Like, how many of you are seething right now? Oh my god, I'm fucking done. This guy is disgusting. I am writing a very angry post on Reddit and reporting him right now. I see gnomes as fish baits like Nexium. You forgot goblins? Goblins are alright. They're evil little money-grubbing fucks. Why would you like them? If they get mad, we can just punt them over a fence. True. Of me, I just say no. Princess Lalafal, though? Some Lalafals are okay. I'll give it to you. Some Lalafals are okay. Some. Willow, how you doing, brother? Lalas will grow on you out of left field. You will be like, I'm going to race change to Lala. So, Willow, we actually do have a bet in the channel. So, Knock came to me. This was a few weeks ago. Knock came to me and he was like, I bet you that by June, Sony is going to buy Ubisoft. And I was like, dude, no. No one's buying Ubisoft. They're too big. It's going to be too expensive. I don't think that's going to happen. And he was like, dude, if they buy it, I will give you $1,000 and you will race change to Lalafal. Because that's the deal in the channel. If you want me, that's sort of the deal in the channel. It's $1,000, then I will race change to Lalafal. And Knock was like, I'll do it. but he's pretty certain that Ubisoft is going to be bought by Sony. The problem that I see with Ubisoft, I'm not saying that it wouldn't. Came in on the blatant racism towards the short people in WoW FF. I'm all for it. Killer Mouse, I love that. Welcome. Welcome. We need more people that is just blatantly racist towards the gnomes and the Lalafals. So here's why. So how many people think that Ubisoft could be bought by Sony in chat right now? How many think that is a possibility? Yeah, I know, King Julian, but I'll also get $1,000. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. There's actually quite a few people who think that. So I'll have one. What does Sony do with Ubisoft's PC division? Because Ubisoft has a pretty big PC division. So what will they do? Because Sony isn't going to be okay with games launching on PC and on Sony. They're going to want to have those games exclusive to Sony because that's what Xbox is doing right now with their games. I don't know if Ubisoft would make... Yes, they are smoldering. Nock actually told us yesterday. The CEO of Ubisoft actually said if someone wanted to buy Ubisoft, they'd be open to negotiations. Yeah, right now, Sony will release it usually like a year after it's been out on Sony. Are they going to be able to do that with Ubisoft games, though? Because, okay, so does anyone know what the vast majority of Ubisoft gamers play on? I believe it's PC. I might be wrong, but I believe it might be PC. So I don't know if PC and Stadia. Isn't Stadia dead? I don't think Stadia even exists anymore. Like, that was the biggest failure ever, was fucking Stadia. It's like, Jesus, what a sad excuse for technology. But anyways, aside from the obvious meme of Stadia, I just think it's gonna be rough if they want to do delayed launches. The Ubisoft fan base is gonna be up in fucking arms. The biggest problem is that they overpromised and underdelivered on the Stadia. They said that they'll be able to do games basically, zero latency. You're going to be playing as if you're playing on a console or a PC. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And then people started playing it and they realized, wait a second, I press jump and 2 seconds later I jump. The delay is real. Nothing's working. My question is, what's the last product that Google came out with that was actually good? Like, when's the last time Google came up with a product that was actually good? Because they feel like a fucking company that they fail a lot more than what they actually succeed. Chromecast. What exactly is Chromecast? I mean, Android kicks ass, but Android is also very old. This is why I asked the last time they brought something out that actually worked. Chromecast, Android, YouTube, which is all just needs maintained. They do a lot more. They keep bringing out new technologies, but they're sort of like, I mean, let's be real. The biggest failure in the world has to be Facebook or Meta, right? Meta is probably the biggest failure in the world. Like, Mark Zuckerberg outside of Facebook haven't been able to make a single thing work. And every single time they buy something, they tend to fuck it up. So Facebook would be the biggest failure. But then I want to say right after them it would be Google. Killed by Google? Pixel 6 has its own OS. It doesn't use Snapdragon and it's fast. Chromecast is like an external port to make a non-smart TV connect to a smartphone and be able to play things on the TV. Oh, shit. That's not bad. I like the idea of Google Project. Aura, but they killed it. So you can cast movies. See, I don't even have a TV. I literally just use my PC to play, like, to watch videos on. So I don't know. Facebook is probably going to buy... No, I don't think Facebook will buy Roblox. Didn't he just lose, like, billions of fucking dollars just the other day? Like Mr. Zuckerberg? Cloud, this is true. Google does not stick with something. If it fails and it's fucking gone. They don't waste any time. Like trying to fix shit or making shit a little bit better or seeing that they might have a good product. They just need to stick with it a little while longer. No way. If something fails, it's fucking out there. Working at Google as a lead on a product must be the most stressful job in the world. If they bring you on to make some kind of new product, you're probably like... You probably start crying because you know you're going to be without a job soon. Why is Warcraft trending on my Twitter? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the guy who laid Google Stadia. I know he used to work in the gaming industry before he like started his new thing, whatever the fuck his new thing is. Buying Roblox makes perfect sense. Roblox stock has collapsed and it gives FB over 45 million daily users. But Roblox sucks, bro. Although everyone fucking plays it, so new patch pretty good too, in my opinion. Wave hitting content creators. Copium wave hitting content creators. Sounds beautiful. Ian said things. Asmongold likes. Wait, Ian spoke? Ian Hazikostas. As in, Ian Hazikostas spoke. Are you trolling? I'll fucking see about that. Ian did not fucking say shit. Ian doesn't speak? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Ian does not speak. Look, Ian does not talk to shit anyone. Ian did an interview. Let's see. Where's this interview? Patterns within patterns, Zero Mortis Quest. Eternity's End. Community Spotlight. Start unlock flying. Can someone link this to me? Where's this? This is 16 hours ago. It can't be this long. I don't see any interview. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shit. Almost went straight past it. Alright, let's see. Patch 9.2 Games Beat interview with Ian Hazikostas and Sarah Wands. Who the fuck is Sarah? Oh, senior level designer. Sarah Wands. Reveals insights regarding patch 9.2 and the upcoming Sepulchre of the First One's raid while discussing lessons learned from previous expansions, borrow power, and the min-max mentality. Ian Hazikostas have learned lessons. Let's see. The Spirit. Thank you for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so patch 9.2's design goals. While much of the content in patch 9.2 was designed in response to player feedback, one of the design goals was to address pain points that players would traditionally run into a few months in as they begin experiment with alts and switch mains, which with class tier sets representing large player power gains that players would normally need to farm several weeks to obtain. The creation catalyst system was implemented to help new players. Okay, so here we go. Ian Hazikostas via GameSpeed said, first off, we're adding a ton of new content, but in a lot of ways it's carrying forward the philosophies that we pivoted to. In many cases, in 9.1.5, in response to player feedback over the course of Shadowlands, building a whole new ecosystem, a whole new piece of content from the ground up with those in mind. We're bringing back class sets, How will players feel 2 months into the patch when they want to switch characters or their friends are coming back and they feel like they're behind with no way to catch up on getting their set pieces? Okay, let's add a system. The sort of thing we previously patched in down the line from the start. We have this creation catalyst that players will be able to unlock using currency a couple of months in to target and specifically accelerate their acquisition of set pieces, build their own sets in a deterministic, non-RNG way. Ian, as he Costas, used the words non-RNG? This wasn't Ian. Go fuck yourself, GameSpeed. This was Ian using the words non-RNG? Ellie giggle. Ian would never say shit like this. We've made most of our unlocks account-wide, whether it's flying in the zone or access to content. In general, just trying to get ahead of what we have been hearing from players in recent years and taking those lessons to heart and building them into the content from the ground up. That is a good way to fucking do it. Ian also briefly discussed the 3 final bosses. Is there an actual link to the full interview? Because I prefer looking at the full interview. Are they going to have a question answer sort of style to it? Mention even outside all that madness. What's new? GameSpeed. Aside from the typical adding a lot of new content, what are some of the biggest design goals of 9.2? First off, we're adding a ton of new content. We're bringing back class sets, how players will feel, content from the ground up. GameSpeed. These big patches usually introduce a new zone. This time we get Zereth Mortis. How does this one differentiate itself from some of the other Shadowlands zones or other patch zones we've seen before? Sarah says, Zereth Mortis is an opportunity for us to dig even deeper into the crazy universe that we've already seen with Shadowlands, but then really take it to the next level. We were intrigued by the idea of keeping this place mysterious, while also giving some breadcrumbs and things for players to figure out. We dove into who were the progenitors, how would they have functioned, how would they have built anything here. We ended up focusing on the building blocks of the universe and sacred geometry. We'll see that woven into the landscape here, in the denizens, in the creatures. That's one thing that we focused on, that recurring theme of this sacred geometry, as well as mystery and things to explore. Using Ian as a puppet with their hand so far up his bum. It got water we've never seen before. This is true. So far, what I've heard from people, a lot of people love Zereth Mortis as a zone, but also a lot of people complain about Zereth Mortis. So I'm not entirely sure what to think of this. There's this progression system here with the cipher of the first ones, but this one seems like it's not corresponding to player power as much as we've seen with similar systems in the past. Does that represent another core change in design philosophy? I wouldn't say it's necessarily a core change. It's more trying to support parallel paths of progression and different playstyles, recognizing that there are a bunch of folks who love outdoor world gameplay. That's what they do, that's their entire endgame. We hadn't necessarily served them as well as dungeon players or competitive PvP players or raiders in the past. Lormanius, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Ian actually fucking acknowledges that the casual outside player, the guy that just wants to have some fun, have not been served in World of Warcraft in the past. This is big. This is fucking giant. We wanted to take steps toward changing that. We set up a system that has a lot of depth and a lot of deep understanding of the zone, thoroughly integrated into the zone's mechanics as something for those explorers to really delve into. Ian, I don't do this often. So I want you to understand the weight of this specific moment that you and I are about to share here. This is rare for me, but I'm going to give you one of these. Well done, bro. We've been saying this for about almost a fucking decade, but you finally got it. So well done to you. Thank you. Jesus, how long do we have to fucking say this? But we understand, and we certainly heard loud and clear from the community that if we put power that will increase your damage in a dungeon or damage in a raid behind a system, it now becomes mandatory. Dude, I just played Final Fantasy 3.4 last night, and this makes me even more emotional than that. And that was very emotional. Like, Jesus, he's saying all the right things. He's saying all the fucking right things. Finally, they're getting it. They're getting it. They understand why we don't want this shit behind, like, player power and crap. And so having this as something that is, for hardcore power gamers, optional, but still deep in something they can take at their own pace, it's something we're trying to do to offer a range of options without pressuring people to play the game in a way they'd rather not. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. You all have the clap emote. Round of applause to Mr. Ian Hazzikostas. It has taken us a very long time, but we are finally there. It seems like we have broken through, and the man is finally fucking seeing what we've been saying. He's finally picking up what we've been putting down all this time. As vocal as the community can be about some things, the raids have already been popular, and people are looking forward to the new one, Sepulchre of the First Ones. What are going to be some of the highlights, maybe some of the most exciting bosses you think players will enjoy from this raid? Johnny Too Cool, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. This raid is a doozy. Well, that's a blast from the past. When's the last time you heard someone say a doozy? That this raid is a doozy. We had a ton of fun with its conception and making the whole thing from top to bottom. Something that's really fun that we haven't had a chance to do in quite a while is the final 3 bosses of the raid have never been seen by the public test realm. They've been thoroughly tested internally, but in this zone, full of secrets and mysteries, we wanted to try to preserve some of that sense of mystery that's been so lacking in this age of data mining and broad knowledge. Don't blame the data mining, Ian. If you didn't have the PTR, you wouldn't have the data mining. What is he even saying, data mining? Like, everything is on the PTR. You don't even need the data mining. Just gives it to players a little bit earlier. But it goes on to the PTR, so you already fucking have it. Like, it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, don't say data mining. It's not data miners' fault. You put this shit out for the public. Of course it's going to be mined. They've been thoroughly tested internally. Okay, we've been lacking in this day and age of broad data mining, broad knowledge. When players go into the last section of the raid on the 3rd week of the patch, they're not going to know what awaits them. They'll figure it out. People will write their guides. There will be YouTube videos. That's inevitable. But on those first couple of days, it's going to be a truly novel experience. That's not something that WoW has seen in a long time. Johnny Too Cool, thanks for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. I'm so glad that Blizzard is moving this route. Please start doing more of this. Less shit on the PTR, more shit for us to discover. Beyond that, there are amazing encounters. I think Anduin could be an end boss in most other raid zones, but in this one, he's just a major boss, 2/3 of the way through. The team has gone above and beyond with environmental integration on a lot of these encounters. The jailer fight in particular makes impressive use of very unique gameplay space and elements in the room, but anything more I could say would be a spoiler. Oh my god, Ian using the word spoiler. Nice. What are some of the other highlights that players can look forward to in 9.2? One of the really cool things we have this time around is the Cipher of the First Ones, and that also ties into the mystery and the breadcrumbs for players to uncover. We like the idea that this place is so foreign that you can't even speak the language. When you arrive, you see these glyphs in your chat coming from the Automa there, who were left behind to keep the place running. You will work with one of the enlightened, Firim, and he'll help you figure out how to decipher the mysterious language. Through the Cipher of the First Ones, you also unlock dailies and quests and rewards and all kinds of fun things. You also get this amazing little construct named Pokepok, who I would die for. There's just a lot of fun, awesome things built into the system that I'm excited for players to experience. Communication and expectations. How many of you so far love what you're reading? Or what I'm reading, what you're hearing? Ruined my game for more than 10 years. They didn't ruin Classic for me on top of as well. I won't touch any Blitz game ever again. Fair enough. Asmin is so into patch 9.2. He's playing Lost Ark right now. Lol. Venra, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like it. Sounds okay if they follow through. Yeah, all of this is obviously with the if they follow through. All right, so you brought up some things being tied more to accounts than characters. What's the current Blizzard philosophy on alts? Is it more important for progression to be tied to accounts or characters? For me, it is in line with what they've done so far. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm too skeptical at this point. I won't play the game anyways. So here's why I would say I am leaning to the side of actually believing them. Because everything they're saying here, this is exactly what they've done with 9.2 so far. Whenever players don't like something, they change it immediately. They adapt immediately. Remember, it used to be that your legendary slots were actually hidden behind the cipher of the first ones. People started complaining about that. Blizzard removed it from the cipher of the first ones and then put it behind a rep grind. People complained about that, and Blizzard removed it from the rep grind and put it behind the quest line. So ultimately, Blizzard is listening. They are listening. It's taking a while, but they are listening. Richard, I would say this is not quite the old tactic that we're used to. And here's why. Yes, in the past, at the end of every expansion, Blizzard would start listening. Like, Blizzard would start doing some of the things the players wanted. But not nearly to this level. Not nearly to this level. In the past, Blizzard would sort of listen on some things. Like, they'll take some of the systems and make them more accessible. And then they'll just introduce more shitty systems. Do you guys remember BFA? Not 8.3. In 8.3, Blizzard fixed most of their buggy, fucky, shitty systems in BFA. And then they introduced... what were those things called again? They introduced... the fucking hell. What was it called? Corruptions. And people said, dude, this isn't going to work. Like, your corruption, some of your corruptions are so fucking overpowered. The fact that I can't buy the corruption that I want, but I sort of have to wait for the vendor to have the right corruption whenever I fucking need it. Old Dash, thank you for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blizzard just didn't care. This time around, even with the new systems that Blizzard have dreamt up for this patch, when players complained during the PTR, Blizzard actually listened. I'm not ready to start giving my money to Blizzard. Let me just be clear on that. But I am saying I'm listening. Previously, I couldn't give two fucks. Like, a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever Blizzard said, it was content to me. Like, if they said something stupid, I could make videos about that and get some clicks. But outside of that, I couldn't give two fucks about what Blizzard was saying. I'm now at the point where I'm saying, I'm listening. I'm listening. If you guys keep going down this route, if I see this in the next expansion, you're working this hard to keep the player base happy, and when players complain about stuff, you're actually fixing it. We're in for me getting back to WoW and playing that a bit. Anyways, let's talk about that. That's something we've definitely been talking about a lot. The core character-based progression is power progression. It's getting gear, just getting stronger. That central RPG experience that's part of what we think players are often looking for when they make a new character. They've reached a plateau. They're done with their goals on one character. They want to experience the journey again with another. If you're not feeling rewarded by running dungeons and getting item upgrades because you already have it all, that feels like it takes out a big piece of that repeat experience. On the other hand, access to content and convenience and travel and things like that are things that you experience as a player. If you have to do some content to unlock quests in this area or unlock access to a dungeon and unlock the ability to fly, re-earning those things don't feel like a reward. When we ask you to do it a second time or a third time, it just feels like a penalty we inflict, and that's not what rewards should feel like. In a middle ground are pieces of content that really are just best the first time through. We want them to be optional if you want to go back and do them again, but they lose a lot of impact because they weren't designed for maximum replayability. Link Hunter, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm absolute, because some of what he's saying here is a little bit vague to me. So, for example, he explains that, you know, the journey is really going and gearing your character and getting that power again, and that really is the reward of rolling another character. But the problem there, and why I say it's a little bit vague as far as I'm concerned, you could make that argument for a borrowed power system as well, right? You could say, well, yeah, part of the whole thing of wanting to level another character is to get your renown back up to level 80 so that you can have all these powerful fucking, conduits. And that's where you go, no. Actually, no, I don't want my alt so that I can do a bunch of renown levels again. So it sort of bothers me a little that it's that vague, but anyways, let's continue. Core narrative content is a big example of this. You have big epic quest lines that go all the way through Zeroth Mortis and lead to the conclusion of many of the events in Shadowlands. The fate of the Jailer, the fate of the Shadowlands as a whole. Awesome quests. Once you've done them, you, the player, have done them. We don't want to make every character, every alt go through those experiences unless they want to replay them. That's something where we make sure the major unlocks there are account-wide. For a long time, it seems like there was a battle between this sort of min-max mentality. You wanted players to understand that they don't have to max out their characters, but it always felt like, no, people want to max, and if they don't, they feel like they're missing out. Is that the conclusion you also came to? This is an interesting question. That's not what I get. For me, it sounds like Threads of Fate. It's gonna become the new norm. I'm not saying that that's not also what he's saying, Alex, because the rest of his post does say that. I'm talking literally about this first bit. Like, just this first paragraph is a bit vague to me. The Seabass. How you doing, brother? Kiki's ass, Seabass. How you doing, bro? Thank you so much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. That's the part that I think is just a little bit vague for me. But anyways, okay, so let's see. That's one of the big lessons learned over the course of Shadowlands. It's a trend that presents across gaming in general, the metagaming, figuring out what the meta is. A new game comes out and people want to know about the tier list for classes or characters. Heaven forbid you pick the wrong one. In Shadowlands, we set out initially having some options, some rewards that we imagined would be just for hardcore min-maxers, completionists. If you want to chase adding a socket to your gear for a fraction of a percent of damage, or upgrading this conduit for a fraction of a percent of damage, we wanted to give that to people who wanted to go deep on their characters, rather than going broad and playing lots of alts. Something to work for, some reason to do it. We often hear feedback that players, but the problem with what you're saying here, what you shot for, I get what you shot for, Ian, but if you had any knowledge of the players that play video games, you would have known that of course this wasn't going to work. Because even the guy that doesn't necessarily want to min-max will be expected to get that fucking percentage point upgrade if they want to keep raiding with their normal raiding guild, because their normal raiding guild leader thinks that he's the fucking leader of method. This is just, if it exists, people are going to be forced to do it. Hollow-fied, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. 3 months in a row. Thank you, brother. There's no Final Fantasy. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. We're about to jump into Final Fantasy shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Just finishing this up. We often hear feedback from players, feedback that people are upset when they run out of goals and lack the motivation to do anything. But what we found, to our initial dismay and horror to some extent, is that a much broader range of players than we expected saw this 0.4% power increase that was behind something they didn't necessarily enjoy doing as absolutely mandatory. Hey, this is how long it took them. Thanks for the first time chats as well, Final Fantasy. Really appreciate that. Glad to just be hanging out. Hey, I'm happy to have you all here. It's an absolute blast. But really, it took them this long to figure out, much to their dismay, that if you have a power increase, a lot of people are going to be forced to do it. What the fuck? And that's not the outcome we wanted. The game needs to be fun. Alright, I'm convinced this isn't Ian. I am absolutely convinced that whoever the fuck is speaking here is not Ian Azikostas. Ian would never say that the game needs to be fun. Never. This is not a word that... this is not a sentence that Ian would say in his life. Can someone check in on Ian? Is the dude still alive? Because he hasn't tweeted since July 20th. And this post is anything but Ian's way of speaking. Is the guy still there at Blizzard, or is he at home chilling and everyone else is speaking on his behalf? You need to log in and look forward to the adventures you're going to have, the things you'll do with your friends, the stuff you're going to explore, the goals you're going to chase, and not feel like you have a set of chores you have to accomplish before you can play the game the way you want to. I miss that WoW. I miss that WoW, dude. Thank you, Ian. You're saying the right things here, bro. I love that. As much as possible, we're pivoting away from that and trying to offer true options without power dictating gameplay. You talked about the data mining aspect. Is it frustrating seeing players reacting sometimes to dialogue mined out of a patch before it even launches? There's not a lot of context there, but the wheels start going. If he blames the players at any point here, I'm taking it back than it is Ian. Well, actually, I could say it's a double-edged. This is the political speak that I expect from Ian as he casts this. On the one hand, it honestly reflects enthusiasm and curiosity, and we're always grateful for that. We're grateful that so many players out there want to know what happens next. That's a natural outgrowth of that. At the same time, it can be frustrating at times when it spoils pieces of the story or leads to conclusions because something is taken wildly out of context. But then remove it from the PTR? Bro, only you have the power to stop this madness. If you remove it from the PTR, it cannot be taken out of context. It cannot spoil the conclusion. Just take it out of the fucking PTR. At times, you might be looking forward to the next episode of your favorite show. But when you get the script leak, but when you get the script leak, but it's not the script, just lines all out of order, and people are trying to piece together how it all fits together and what it means. Sometimes we can't rebut the assumptions that are being made without spoiling the game ourselves. You could just not have it on the PTR. We've tried to pursue measures in the last couple of years to make it a bit easier to keep things like text of dialogue or quests from being data mined until they're seen in context. Often they'll be seen in context in PTR, but at least it's someone playing through the content for testing purposes as intended, rather than just seeing a line out of context and inferring. But in the end, it's driven by curiosity. We understand that and appreciate it. Just remove it. Cross-faction is happening. Okay, bets are in. I want bets here. What do you think the chances are of Ian saying in this very next passage that cross-faction is indeed happening in World of Warcraft? And I'm not talking about the current cross-faction that we get where you're allowed to sort of play with other people. I'm talking about true cross-faction. Do you think there's a chance that Ian will let slip that they are looking at letting go of the factions, or do you think that's never going to happen? I'm sort of hoping for it at this point as well. The last time I talked with you, Ian, I asked if cross-faction raiding would be on the horizon. You surprised me a little when you opened the door for that, and now here we are. It's coming. How difficult was this feature to finally implement for the game? Difficult enough that it can't be done for 9.2. It'll come in a patch shortly after. When we last spoke, I knew it was something we were working on, thus the opening the door to this. Not quite ready to announce yet, but I had a feeling we might be more open to it than before. A lot of this came out of discussions we had as a team about listening more closely to player feedback, being more willing to challenge some closely held beliefs that we saw as foundational pillars of World of Warcraft. One of those was cross-faction gameplay. But then, early fall, we decided we wanted to do this thing. Certainly, there was no way to do it for 9.1.5, but we set about figuring out what we'd have to change in our code, in our UI, in pieces of content to allow Alliance and Horde to opt in, to choose to make that same decision that Jaina, Thrall, and others have made to reach across the divide and play with each other against common foes if they want to, or stay apart if they want to. Fuck. Not really much said there. Just sort of explaining that, yeah, cross-faction is coming. I know that you've been maybe a little worried that people would react negatively to this, maybe not want these factions working together. What has that reaction from players been like? Overall, it's been pleasing and a relief. We hoped that this was how it would be taken. We knew that many people wanted this and had been asking for it for years. We knew they'd be excited. Part of the concern was, again, as voiced in the blog, there's some unease about tearing down this barrier that's been such a defining part of the franchise for so long, positioning as something that's opt-in, where if you want to be a proud member of the Horde and not associate with elves and whoever else, we're not going to change that. We are a stone throw away, ladies and gentlemen. Lib90, thanks so much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Pariah's Plays, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are a stone throw away from all factions being removed from the game, just by the way. Yeah, of course, many as one. Ian never admits that he was wrong, but that's a Blizzard thing. Once you have cross-faction gameplay, it's only natural that the factions will be removed. Been loving your FF14 comic, keep it up, and it's great to have you as part of our community. Pariah's Plays, thank you very much, really appreciate that. Very happy to have you here, and thank you so much for the first time chat. We're actually jumping into Final Fantasy soon. I'm just finishing this post that is much longer than I actually expected. Vrago, thanks for the first time chat, really appreciate that. This is exactly the shit he said at the end of BFA and nothing happened. I'll believe it when I see it at 10.0 patch notes. Obviously, everyone should just sort of wait and see. The game will feel busier with cross-faction stuff, I feel. Oh yeah, of course. You'll have far more people to play with. Queues should come down as a result of this. So ultimately, I think a lot of people are going to feel a lot better with this. We're not going to force this experience on you. Many players are on RP servers and take this seriously. Even when examining faction, one of the burdens on us, there's people with Horde and Alliance tattoos all over the place. What are we doing to these closely held, cherished ideas for people? We're very happy to see how it's all been received, and even more excited to see it in people's hands and start getting feedback on it. Do you think this will be the limit? Are cross-faction guilds a possibility, or do we need to wait to see how people react to this first wave? There's certainly a possibility. We know better than to close the door definitely on almost anything, but we want to be guided by feedback. We'll stay conservative in this space because it really is a one-way process. If we loosen restrictions and allow the formation of social bonds, there's no way we can ever roll that back. We can't tell a group that's been playing together for some number of months, sorry, we decided this was a mistake. You can't do that anymore. We'll proceed cautiously, and as always, we'll be informed and guided by our players. How many of you want cross-faction guilds? Disco option, very few MMOs actually have factions. But also remember, very few MMOs have the incredible backstory and history of World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft has this backstory of Horde v Alliance. Now, one could argue that in the modern era, the last decade or more, that faction divide have been removed, all but removed, really. So it's interesting that Blizzard is starting to think along this route. And I think the story right now, as it is, will definitely benefit from removing factions. But I would have wanted it when I played. The story could be a hell of a lot better if you remove the factions. It would give you a lot more freedom to write the story in a different way. Okay, there are some raids that have so much faction-exclusive content that they won't be supported for this feature right away. Is that something you think will be eventually added in, or is it not the highest priority right now? Frankly, both, I would say. Eventually, we want to commit to adding all of those and having full support for all of them. At the release of the feature, the overwhelming majority of dungeons and raids, including all of the legacy content for 17 years, will support cross-faction gameplay. It's just that short list, like Battle for Dazar'alor, raids that just from the ground up were meant to have an Alliance and a Horde separate experience. We just need to figure out how to handle that and make it work. We'll get it done, but it's not worth holding up the entire feature for that handful of dungeons. Dark Magician, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I don't know how you're gonna do it. The future 9.2 is the finale for Shadowlands. Were there ever plans for a 9.3? Is it a similar situation to Warlords where later we find out about some stuff that never made it to the patch content? Or is this more or less the plan? Oof. Everyone, please, Eve'Leave, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want everyone to remember these words. If we in about 5 years see a hero video coming up with everything that was left out of Shadowlands, and by the way, I know for a fact that content was left out of Shadowlands. I know that for a fact because I was told what the content was going to be for 9.1, and the content that we got in 9.1 wasn't the content for 9.1. But anyways, Ian Azicosta says, this was completely the plan. I've seen all the speculation from content creators and others that originally Anduin was going to be the final boss of 9.2, and then there was going to be a separate 9.3, but no. It was always a story in 3 parts. The plan was always the 4 zones of the Shadowlands, delving into the maw, the power of domination there, and then going to this land of the progenitors, Zereth Mortis. We were planning out the city of Oribos before Shadowlands was even released. There's this major gateway, mysterious gateway in the Arbitor's Chamber that we always knew would eventually lead to Zereth Mortis. The pace, the structure of stories is something where there isn't necessarily a specific formula. At times in the past, we've had a mid-tier patch that felt like a digression, where it's like, alright, now we'll go deal with Lei Shen and the Mogu in the middle of Pandaria, and then go back to proceeding with the Garrosh storyline or whatever else. Here in the Shadowlands, in the realm of the afterlife, the jailer was front and center, and pursuit of the jailer felt like the only thing that we would really focus on. The story has played out as we intended, and I can't wait for players to witness the conclusion in just a few weeks. I don't necessarily think, like I said, it could be that they decided to, like, this was truly the story that they planned, but based on my sources, I'll say I don't think so. Anyways, I know how much you probably love talking about something beyond the big patch that you're promoting here, but without going into specifics, should players expect a longer than normal wait for the next content drop after this one? Normally, we'd probably hear about the next expansion around the time of the last major patch, but there's no BlizzCon. How long a wait are we in for, and how will players learn about what's coming next? Right now, we're definitely focusing... Jesus, such a fucking Ian answer. Right now, we're definitely focused on getting Eternity's End out into folks' hands. We want everyone to see and experience the end of Shadowlands, and then we'll have more exciting news following that. Stay tuned for news about when and where to learn more, but nothing specific to add right now. Dude, you could at least tell your players whether or not it was going to be a long wait or not a long wait. This is bollocks. Like, this is fucking bullshit. This is once again one of those things where we're not going to tell them how long we're going to take, because we still have a couple of store mounts that we want to shove down their fucking throats with a 6-month sub, before we actually give them content. You probably heard, but there's an exciting big acquisition. I'm sure players are wondering, is that going to mean any changes to World of Warcraft at all? World of Warcraft is continuing as everyone knows and loves it. Beyond that, for legal reasons, I can't comment on the acquisition itself. On the last earnings call, they did mention some kind of new Warcraft mobile game. Does that have any connection to World of Warcraft? Again, I'm here to speak for the World of Warcraft team, not my place to share other product news. Shadowlands, Legion, and Battle for Azeroth. We had 3 expansions with similar systems. What do you think were some of the best things that worked with the philosophy we saw in this wave of expansions? And what were some things where you think it's maybe time to move on from? Okay. We'll be talking about this a lot more in the future as we talk about moving on to the next expansion and big picture lessons learned there. Quick reflections. The term borrowed power is one that's certainly been thrown around the community a lot, often in a disparaging sense. Oh, you're getting this power, but it's not really yours and you have to give it back. On some level, that's a double-edged sword. From the artifact system onwards, the fact that things were temporary enabled the team to pull out all the stops with them and make them more immediately impactful, deeper, transformative of your gameplay than they ever would have been if they needed to last forever. If they were all going to be these additive things for your character, imagine having all your talents plus your full artifact weapon plus Azerite powers plus covenants. At some point it would just be complete nonsense. We wouldn't have even gone a fraction of that way at the same time. So Ian, before we even continue, before I even hear what Ian has to say here, I want to make this clear. The problem is not the systems. The problem is the incredible grind behind the systems. That's where these systems start to fall apart. The systems have their own issues, and that's certainly true. But from a pure issue perspective, everyone loved the artifact weapon because the artifact weapon allowed you to upgrade it wherever the fuck you wanted to play. Since then, you've sort of pivoted to this, we have a system, but there's really only one way to do the system, to upgrade the system and get the powers. And if you're not doing it that way, you're doing it wrong. So I would say that's the biggest problem with your borrowed power systems, outside of the fact that the borrowed power systems just suck. At the same time, we recognize that part of an RPG, part of progression is the feeling of growth, of moving forward, of gaining power, and the knowledge that you're going to leave most or all of what you're earning behind. It does diminish the sense of accomplishment and growth. These expansions often start with a feeling of loss, which isn't ideal. Rather than getting something new and exciting, you're working to replace the old exciting thing you just lost. That's all stuff we're heatedly discussing. We have tons of thoughts about it across the team. We're excited to address and learn from that going forward. Part of what we've done with Shadowlands was a direct reflection of lessons learned from Legion and BFA. This gets back to some of our discussions earlier about power gaming and motivations of min-maxing. Both of those artifact power systems in past expansions were designed as diminishing return systems, where there was no hard cap on progression and players could figure out for themselves when it stopped being worth their time to keep pushing further. We did that in the name of freedom, but what we actually found was that for many players, any power was required, and that caused a lot of burnout. We approached Shadowlands systems in a much more structured way that didn't have open-ended grinds to them, but still allowed for meaningful additional choice and gameplay depth. Did they though? Because that's not what I felt when I played Shadowlands. The systems that you did have didn't feel like they added any depth. Like, look, Ian, I'm just going to say this straightforward, and then you can let me know if you think you disagree with this. But the last great system you guys actually fucking had was the Legion artifact system. The artifact weapons. You want to know why they were so great? Because they fundamentally changed the way your class played. They were fundamentally fun to unlock new traits in your artifact weapon, because every new trait would offer you a new way to play the game, something that make you even more powerful. Since then, every single class that you've had was incredibly boring, or every single power system that you've added have been incredibly boring. So yeah, not entirely in agreement here. That you know, your system sort of, the approach that you took in Shadowlands was more structured, and meaningful. That word doesn't mean what you think it means. Looking back and continuing to look at Covenant abilities and the way they've transformed gameplay, those have been tremendously successful. We're already hearing players saying, hey, I hope I can keep invoking spirits forever, because I can't imagine playing a druid without this ability. That's a sign of success. Yes, but you're not hearing about all the other stupid fucking shit that no one cares about. Okay, so Ian, you want to know why people want invoking spirits forever? Because the classes without your borrowed power systems are stupidly boring. I remember when I lost my artifact weapon on my Affliction Warlock, I wanted to cry out of frustration for how my Affliction Warlock played literally the next day. Because suddenly my Affliction Warlock has nothing to it. There's literally nothing. It applies apply my three dots and then cast Shadow Bolt, and that's it. I had no more spirits that I could suck in. I had no more blasts that I could perform. It was legitimately just same shit, same shit, same shit. They were bland, they were boring, they didn't work. The power systems is the reason people want invoking spirits, is because it actually makes the class a little bit of fun, gives it a little bit something to look forward to. I imagine we'll see some of those abilities being reworked into the standard class toolkit that we've seen with the legendary weapon abilities and some of those things before. More on that in the future. Last time I asked about morale at the studio, things seem to have progressed since then. The tone has maybe softened a bit from some players. Some even see the acquisition as sort of a moving on point. I guess I just wonder, how is that morale now? And how has it changed from, say, 6 months ago? Honestly, the team has recently come together in such an awesome show of support for each other. That's been incredible to see. I feel like I'm closer to my teammates now than I have ever been even in the past. It's been inspiring to see everyone support each other for the first time in my career. I feel like I have a voice and I'm being encouraged to use it. It's encouraging. It's awesome to see. So you have... I don't necessarily have a problem with this because she was literally just... environment designer basically, but she has a voice for the first time and she's excited that she can use it. In an entire interview she answered 2 questions. Sorry, I just had to point out the irony in that, you know, I feel like I have a voice and I'm being encouraged to use it, and then there's a whole interview where she answered 2 questions. I just found that funny. But okay, I'll put it this way. There's some frustrating things in this interview. There's some really cool things in this interview. The frustrating things comes from me not being sure what Ian means half the time because he keeps answering things so PR. It's actually a bit frustrating. But let's see. Let's see what happens with the news that comes out about 10.0. If they can learn lessons from Shadowlands and they can actually take those lessons forward, maybe we'll be in for something magnificent and something spectacular down the road. Right now, I'm always going to be a little bit skeptical, I think. Ian has had PR lessons since the last time he gave an interview. Oh, fine. Ian is the master of PR. Ian is the master of PR. Holy shit. I haven't even uploaded the video to Alex yet, and he's already fucking, he's already done with the thumbnail? That's some good work, Alex. Jesus. Which one is it? This one? No. But I can't see it. This one. Ian used the word fun. What do you guys think of this? Good? Or do you think it should change? I like it. Don't know how much clickbait it's going to be, but I do like it. So let's quickly... Sorry that you guys are now part of the fucking team here, but don't have a choice. Have to get this done. What do I fucking name this video? WoW 9.2 and beyond. So I named the video the best interview Ian has done. WoW 9.2 and beyond. Do you guys think that's good? Alex, what's the key that I have to use again for... Hold up, let me just see. Just aim, right? All right, here we go. Where am I uploading videos to now, Alex? New Ian interview? Is he a changed man? Mujinan, that's also pretty cool. Fuck. Dragon's Lord, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, bro. All right, so it's going into Raw. Okay, as soon as we upload this video, we'll figure out what to name it. And then I'm going to use some help. New Ian interview. Is he a changed man? Or is this really Ian? That would be sort of the other question I guess I would ask. Ian admits years of incompetence. Oh, Omi, that is super clickbait. Holy shit. Jesus, that is the most clickbait ever. Ian admits years of incompetence. And then he actually doesn't. Oh. Holy shit, that would be great. Dude, that's my 100k view video right there. That's how I get 100k views. That is how you get 100k views, by the way. Premier text to please the press and player. Yeah, I mean, don't expect too much from our friend and confidant, Mr. Ian Hazikostas. You guys should... We all expect too much of the guy. Like, this is about as good as it's going to get for us, ever. Should have Ian with a halo? That would actually work, Ned. You should give Ian a halo, Alex. Like, make him a little angel. A little princess. I think that would work, actually. Putting an Asman, you just have to have you. You with a crazy face in the thumbnail? Are you saying that's what Asmongold does, BC? Because, yeah, that works for Asmongold. That would not work for me. That would not work for me. Heaven's Ward. What are we doing now? Patch 3.5, correct? 3.5. No spoilers. Holy shit. Lynn Muna, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate that. All right, guys, I'm quickly going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take... probably going to get something to drink. So if you wanted to get up, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, you have about 5 minutes to do that, because when we get back, we're finishing Heaven's Ward 3.5 and then jumping straight into Stormblood, if we have time. We'll see how long it takes, because 3.4 was actually a lot longer than what I thought. I did not expect 3.4 to take us almost the whole night. Although there was a bunch of dungeons and shit that we had to do, so that probably took a little bit longer. But fuck it. We're gonna see how far we get. But yeah, go take 5. I'm gonna be playing ads right now, so you genuinely can just get up and go do something else if you want. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right? See you guys in a bit. Go. What up, fuckers? Sorry about that. Dad called me. He still thought I'm on the old stream schedule. So I was like, yo, I let him talk for a bit, and then I was like, dude, I'm streaming. And he's like, wait, you should be finished streaming. Like, no, I barely just fucking started. And he's like, what? I thought you started 1. I'm like, nope. Oops. I should probably have let him know. All right. Did any of you take a fucking break? Okay, let me see this, Alex. Fuck, you freaked me out. I was an old Dalaran and you're mofos, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody here? Ooh. What do you guys think? This one? Or this one? Which one do you prefer? Gabriels, thanks for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, King Julian's is actually better, Alex. So rather than Ian use the word fun, use King Julian's. Ian finally listened. Ian finally listens. Use that one. Oh, wait. Before you do that, hold up, let me just think. Sorry, guys. We're going to stop playing soon. I just have to quickly think here. Make wow. So on the top line, make wow fun in red again with Ian's face. Leave the halo. I don't like the halo. Make wow fun in red again, and also put quotation marks next to fun. So fun, right? Like literally like it's here, just quotation marks. If you really wanted to be edgy, you give Ian a red cap, like Trump's, and just write on there, make wow fun again, rather than make America fun again, great again. But I think that would be a little bit too edgy for some people. But that could be like stupidly edgy and funny. That would trigger a lot of people. Oh, shit. I know the cap actually exists. I was devastated that I wasn't the one who thought of the cap. Orodros. I was absolutely devastated. Because I really wanted to make that cap, and then I saw someone else made it. I was like, fuck me. Are you serious right now? You could take my quote. Ian finally listens. I don't know if Ian finally listens is going to be enough clickbait. It could be. What do you think, chat? Actually, Alex, make both. Do Ian finally listens? Actually, yeah, Ian finally listens. And do the make wow fun again. And let's see. This is 3.4. No. We finished 3.4 last night. This is 3.5. Did I label it incorrectly? No. Yes, Heaven's Ward patch 5. 3.5. Okay, chat. I really hope this isn't going to be as emotional as last night. But okay, here we go. Tattoo is a request for you. Akalon, just the euro I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. The Revenant's... Oh, wait. What? No, I don't need to probably do that. The day Ian listens is the day I shave off my beard. Don't be so quick to say that. They're bleeding subs, bro. They might actually start listening. You might be without a beard soon. If that interview is at all honest, I think we're going to be in for quite a good expansion. Soon-ish. It's not up, right? It is down. Yeah. Okay, so it's down. The Diamond Forge. What am I doing? What is she building for whom? Who's she making something for now? What up, Tataru? I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. I love my character's face here. Cruel Rabbit, how you doing? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. Jesus, the evil smile. What the fuck? And she's laughing. And she's laughing. What are they doing to me? Wait, but nothing's changed. There, all finished. The warrior of light's every measurement, from heroic head to intrepid toe. Wait, all that just to be measured? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Akalon. All in good time. Prael, no, I've never been measured. Why would I? Aha! Found you! Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Custom-made suit or something? I don't know. Prael, why would I need a custom-made suit? Didn't we just have this discussion last night? I don't do suits. I refuse to wear suits. When I heard last clip, you had a Twitch. I just had to pop in and follow. Dude, I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. All right, Frail. Did you sleep well?
We're here. Did we miss anything?
Finally voiced. We can just relax.
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
I love Alice, dude.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
What's so special about an antecedent?
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Ooh.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I love how the two twins are basically just deciding who the fuck runs the ship.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
Yeah, I don't know
As
if
my
we should have a
tenure as commander of the
17-year-old.
Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Administrative leader. Dynamite, thank you very
Should
much.
none of our
Dude.
numbers step forward? Must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Jesus. Dude, I love him much
Sanford
character.
makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Why don't we make Minfilia's mum?
Oh my goodness, you're... Help! I need some help here!
What the hell's going on? Tataru seems distressed.
Tataru, are you all right?
Who's that?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Wait, who's this poor girl?
Nago. God, how did... You shot her.
Nago.
Please,